Hush Your Face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh funky pods with a fresh funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www Hush Your Face. www Hush Your Face. www.hushyourface.com.
The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 165, being recorded on August 19, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks a Lot. Today, I'm joined by my HGP co-host from the Great White North, Ryan Gibson, Canadian. Welcome back.
What is going on, everybody? Another week of Horrible Gamers. Let's get it done.
Yay. Also from the Great 8 Mile, Eric Smith.
So, dudes.
Sad dude. And from the West Coast to Best Coast, my friend Evan Tatanka is back.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back, Evan.
Thank you. Good to be
Going
back.
on, Evan?
And my other friend from the great state of Oregon, Johnathon, is back. Welcome back, Pinpoint Red.
Yo, it's good to be here.
Yay. And guys, This is a video game podcast, so we're going to talk about video games today. But first off, if you want to, you can follow us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers or leave us a voicemail on 971-319-1421. Rate and review and subscribe, guys, because that really helps us out a lot. The network is our Hush Your Face. That is a network that we're on. And join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. Start off by talking about video games, guys. Real quick, I played games this week, so I would like to talk about them. I played, just today, I played some Civilization Revolution. That's an Xbox 360 backwards compatible game. Have you guys played this game? Have you guys tried it?
Yeah, I played it back on 360.
Man, everybody declared war on me, dude. I'm just trying to mind my own peace, and everybody declared war on me. And so I had to finally take out the Americans first. I took them out. I'm playing as the Romans. I took out the Americans first because they were the weakest. They were the least technology advanced fucking civilization. So I took them out first. And now I'm going to work my way back down and take out maybe the French next. And then the Egyptians, and then the Arabs, and then whoever else decides to declare war on me. Because it just seems like everybody just declared war on me. I don't know why. What did I ever do?
Are you racist or something, Jesus?
What did they ever do to me, man? What did they ever, what the fuck?
Civilizations.
I'm taking everybody out. That's the point of Civilization Revolution, man. You gotta take everybody out.
Are you gonna be a nationalist after this shit? That's going on. This is the tool that they use.
It's the great solution, man. You gotta take everybody out.
Careful what you're saying here, Jesus. I'm gonna take out the Germans. I'm gonna take out the...
You gotta take them all out, dude. It's part of the game. I mean, it's fun though. I was having a ton of fun playing it. I'm playing on the King difficulty.
Wait. Is this the racist simulator?
Shut the fuck up. Because playing it on anything higher like deity, or there's deity and there's I think it's like emperor or something like that. That's like the next two levels. They're really hard. Like in those levels, if you don't have like your strategy set to how you're going to play the game and go to war like right away, you're pretty much fucked and you're going to lose. In this one, I have the map. I have a good area of the map, and I have it set up so I have a bunch of cities like in a small area. I have all the areas where they have to come in, like blocked off by big cities, and then they have a lot of military people on there, so I'm defending well so far. And I was trying to push against the French, but they kept pushing me back. They kept killing my guys that I kept sitting over there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to fall back, defend, and go attack the Americans, which I have done. And I defeated them. So I got to take out the rest.
Wait. So who are you?
I'm playing as the Romans. So there's different civilizations. I think there's like 16 of them. There's the Romans, the Egyptians, the Americans. There's all the standard ones. There's the Mongols.
So you're just anti-American, is what you're saying.
There's the Greeks. No, I'm not anti-American. It's just the Americans were the weakest.
I want to be anti-American.
Okay, I'm at war with 4 different civilizations right now. I'm at war with the Egyptians, the Americans, the Arabs, and the French. The Arabs, the French, and the Americans are right next to me, and they're fucking me up, and I gotta take them out. So I went for the Americans first because they're the weakest.
Frogged in one direction and hot dogged in another direction, and
I'm pretty much fucked because they're literally all around me. Like if you look at the map, they're like one's above me, one's underneath me, one's to the left, one's to the right. I'm like, oh, fuck, where do I go?
Literal bukkake.
Yeah, so I have to fucking spread out my armies to go to the edges of the map, while at the same time building up my main capital with like wonders, and you got to build buildings and wonders. And to make it a better city, right? So you're building that up. You can't build units on that. So you're building the units on the edge cities. It fucking is crazy, man. It's a lot of management. But now that I take out the north part.
Like City Skylines, but with like war going on?
Yeah, and in Civilization, you don't have to have war going on. You can declare peace with people. And you can do it by either paying them with gold or giving them something that they want. Usually they'll be like, oh, like you have a great person. Like you have Albert Einstein as your scientist. I want him. So if you give him to us, we'll give you peace for like 8 or 12 turns or whatever. And you can either say like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Or you could be like, nah, fuck you. We'll continue with war.
So Jesus, did you even try to negotiate with America before you decided to be totally
I did. Well, see, I was friendly with the Americans. I didn't even have any like military up there really. I just had like a few units to defend my cities that were up there. And all of a sudden, they're like, well, fuck you. We're declaring... Like, they declared war on me. I never declared war on anybody. They went against me. I'm just defending myself.
Poor Jesus.
Okay? I'm just defending myself. It's not my fault that my army is more powerful and I destroyed you and took over your cities.
When you're picking
defending myself.
Nation you want to be, is there like certain stats to those nations?
Definitely, yeah. So like the Romans, the ones that I picked for this playthrough, because I mean I played as the Mongols are one of my favorite. The Americans are also some of my favorite ones. The Russians are good. The Germans are really good. They all have different stats. So the Romans, the ones that I picked, they start off with like a republic, and that's the government that they have. So with the republic, you can build settlers, which settlers start a new city, right? So you build settlers with like taking less population away from your city. Because every time you create a settler, your city decreases in population. But if you have a republic government, it decreases the population by like half. It doesn't decrease as much as it would like normally. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like there's other civilizations that have different perks. Like the Americans, they start off with like they get a lot of gold in the beginning of the game. So like in the very first years, they get a lot of gold. They get like extra gold. And like the Germans start off with like a better military. They get like super advanced military units as the time goes on. Because it starts off like in, I think it's like 300 BC, and it goes all the way through like 2500 AD or something like that. So it goes through a big span of time, the game does. It's just really hard, man, because everybody's declaring war on you, trying to take over and stuff, so you gotta manage all that. But yeah, the game is fun. It's an old game. I mean, it came out in like 2007, but I just enjoyed it a lot. And it's the only game that has come out on console of Civilization. They haven't made another one. And the second version of that game, Civilization Revolution 2, only came out on phones, which is so shitty. I'm so disappointed in that.
What drew you to play this game?
I just really like the game. I've always liked it since like it came out 10 years ago. Like I've always liked it. It's always a game that I like.
Was it on the
I can pick up and just play whenever.
Was it on Game Pass or whatever?
No, it's on. It's only backwards compatible. I don't know if it's on Game Pass. I don't think it is. Though. I mean, Game Pass. It seems like all they have on there is Gears of War. No kidding, because they have like every Gears of War on there, but like, yeah, I don't know what else they have on there. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But besides that, guys, I also played a few other games this week. I played some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and that game is fun as hell. Like, I'm so into that game right now. Like, so into it. I can't stop playing it. I don't know. It's just...
Every time I play it, I remember why I stopped playing it.
Really? I'm enjoying that prop hunt mode. Have you played that, Evan? That prop hunt?
Yeah, you know what? That was that was actually because I picked it up for a PlayStation because I've been playing with my cousin, and that was the first thing that I played really because it was like double XP, double points for prop hunt, and I was like, oh, what is that? I'll check it out. It's kind of fun.
It's funny, dude.
Except when you get caught in the very beginning, you're like, oh, man, I don't want to sit here and watch the rest of the match.
Oh, man. It's just funny as fuck, though. You're playing with friends. It's funny as hell to, like, be like, oh, I'm a fucking fridge.
Yeah.
I love that mode. Is fun, man. Like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately, like a lot of the Modern Warfare Remastered. That game is good. It's good for what they, how much they remastered it, and just the things that they did with it is fun.
Mm-hmm. Like checking out the gun.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like... It doesn't mean anything, but it's just kind of like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Like, it's cool. And all the camos they have, it's crazy how much camo they have. I don't know, like, in this new game coming out, World War II, just so much microtransactions, I think, man. And the shitty part is they're still going to have the season pass. You know what I mean? Like, get rid of that season pass, man. Like, just get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. You know? What else? Besides Civilization, Call of Duty, I played more Titanfall with Johnathon, and that was fun. What else? I don't know, man. Like, really, that's it, to be honest. I haven't played much else. I played one more game, I think. Conan Exiles. I got
the balls.
I got a review code for that game. So let me talk about it real quick. I got a code, and I think Ryan did too, right?
Yeah, I got
for
one
the
too.
Xbox version that just came out this last week on Game Preview.
So no penis.
No.
No balls.
But that game is really hard.
Well, I don't know because I got the female and there was breast enhancements.
Yeah, there was.
Nice.
Yeah, you can like there was a thing that said like endowment size or whatever. You could increase it or lower it, but it didn't show anything. So like,
I noticed also there was an option to show nudity or show partial nudity.
Yeah.
So like, there is nudity in it.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
You're like, well, that's a stupid question.
And and it'll tell you on there like if you're playing on the public server, like there's always full nudity on or whatever. But playing that game, it starts off kind of cool. Like in the beginning, like you get to a lot of customization. You get to customize everything in your character, like any other game. But you also have to whatchamacallit? You pick like a race, and every race has a different story. So like I don't even know, I forget the race names. Like there's like 10 different ones, or maybe even 15 of them.
There was 5.
There was 5? You sure?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of them, dude.
There was 5, but there was like 4 more that could be unlocked or something like that.
It was really weird. For me, I had like all of them, and it was fucking bizarre. Like, it was like, oh, pick these guys. These guys were like, they were killed off by the empire of this other army, and now they're seeking revenge. And these guys are like the black sheep. Nobody likes them, but they got to deal with him, whatever. Like, so you pick whatever you want to be. And then on top of picking your race, like in Skyrim or any other like Elder Scrolls game, you also get to pick your religion. And like the first religion is like, it tells you on there like, this religion, there's really no benefit to having it or being part of it. Like, you don't get any special thing. You don't even have to do anything. So they basically said like, if you don't want to play with like religion, just pick this one because it'll be like you're like an atheist. You don't believe in anything, like whatever. But
then you don't get a perk for it?
Yeah, you don't get a perk for it. It's like basically you don't get to play with any religion stuff. But in the other ones, there's 3 more religions, or I think 3 or 4 more. Well, I think I saw 4 or 3 more. Anyways,
I think there was 4.
The first one is like they worship, like they're like thieves. They like worship like the evil shit, and you basically get to summon these snakes, these huge fucking snakes, and like they attack your fucking enemies for you, and it's really bizarre, like this black magic, and you get to summon these snakes that attack enemies for you. But to summon those snakes, you got to eat your enemy's heart. So you kill your enemy and you eat their heart, and you got to eat their heart to get their power. It's really fucking dark shit. And the next one was like a religion that practices cannibalism, so you have to kill and eat people. That's the only way you're gonna get the magical power to summon like this crazy fucking flying dragon magic fire shit from the sky. And the other one was like, oh, these people are the honorable fucking people that they believe in honor and they believe in respecting like your word. Like if you give them like your word on something, they're gonna believe that you're gonna follow through on that word. And these people are the enemies of like the people that are the dark people that summon the snakes. So those people have like a different kind of god and a different kind of thing that they summon. And like there's 4 different religions. And I think they all play against each other. And the game is fucking hard, man. Because you start off, you're crucified on this cross. Somebody lets you down.
Yeah.
I was crucified for punching a camel. It said like lewd something with like corpses. Like lewd activity with corpses.
Oh, that was the Conan game. Okay.
Yeah, that was the Conan game. So like you're crucified and those are the crimes that you're crucified for. And it starts you off like that. And so you get to play, and I started off in the desert. I don't know about you, Ryan. Where did you start off?
Yeah, I was in the desert.
Yeah,
Same thing.
fucking desert, right? Like you're in the middle of nowhere. You're walking,
Picking
like,
up rocks, picking up sticks.
I didn't even know how to pick shit up, dude. I was just like,
No, me either, man. At first, I was just running around going, what the heck am I supposed to do? And then I got thirsty, and I'm like, well, I got to find water. And then I found water, but then a whole bunch of people came and killed me. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm starting again.
Yep.
And then it's like, make a bed to get your respawn point. I'm like, but I don't have the shit to craft a bed. Like, I just gave up, man.
Same
I was
here.
just like, I'm done with this.
this game is really hard. It's not
a game for me.
It reminded me totally of Ark Survival Evolved when I first played.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. I suck so bad at
But like in
crafting games.
think of Ark Survival Evolved, but like in like
with balls.
ancient time, like it's
Balls.
really bizarre, man. Like it like you're in the desert in one part, like then I was walking, I was like in a little jungle, lush green area. But then Sasquatch came out of nowhere and started chasing me down to fuck me up.
Yep.
And I was like, what the
Same
fuck
here.
is that, Sasquatch? And like it's like the music got all intense and I'm like running, I'm like, oh shit. And I ran and I dove into the water and like he couldn't get in the water. So I was like, what's up, bitch? You can't get in here. And then I went across and then I found a cave. And in the cave there was like torches in the cave set up. And I walked through there and fucking there was alligators or crocodiles in there. I don't know which one. Alligator or crocodile. What's the difference? I don't fucking know. And you're going through there. And you're fucking walking and going and walking. And all of a sudden they're attacking you. And I just like, you know what? I'm going to run past all these alligators and crocodiles. I'm going to go to the end of the fucking cave. Because there's something at the end of this cave that they're protecting. What's at the end of the cave? A big ass door that's locked. And in front of that door, there's a mega crocodile. Like a mega crocodile. When like this motherfucker was like 3 times the size of all the other ones.
Yet? Did you even craft a
No,
weapon?
I was just running around my fist. Like, I'm gonna fuck you guys.
I know. Me too. The whole time I'm like punching shit. I'm like, no, get away.
It was like
no.
stamina depleted. That's all that kept popping up on my screen. I'm like, fuck.
Did you try negotiating with
no.
the alligator at all?
I tried to.
You know what you gotta do,
negotiations.
Jesus?
What?
The thing with the stamina depleted, when you click your stick, it doesn't stop running when you unclick it.
Yeah, I know.
You have to click it again to stop running, or you'll always be running and
Yeah.
burning your stamina down.
Oh.
So then I was like, you know what? I died there because a big crocodile alligator thing killed me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going back to that cave. So I found you press right on the D-pad and you find your map.
Change every time you die.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I died like 4 times.
Yeah.
Anyways, second times that I died, I found out a way to pull out my map. So I pulled it out and I was like, this is a big fucking map.
How did you pull it a map?
You press right on the D-pad.
Wait, is there no controls that like?
Nope. There's no like tutorial. There's nothing. You just fucking go.
You just drop in there with nothing and you got to figure it out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can't Google, like, hey, how do I pick
You
up
probably could.
Sure, you could, but...
Have you guys ran into any characters that figured it out? Like, they are pretty much, like, leveled up and looking...
I was playing
like
single player. I didn't go to the multiplayer, like, public matchmaking.
Yeah, I couldn't get in. There was no match.
Nobody with metal balls.
I think it's, like, really in preview, like, there's nobody playing it or nobody bought it. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but anyways... I pulled out my mini map and I saw like this castle, dude, like a big like building with like walls around it. And I was like, oh, that looks fucking cool. I'm gonna go there. There must be people there, right? Like some kind of civilization must live there, and I'm gonna go become their friend, and then I'm gonna kill their king, and I'm gonna become the king of this castle. So I was going over there, and it took me like 20 minutes to get there because I couldn't fucking. I had to run all the Sasquatches and the crocodiles and everything in between here and there. And then I couldn't get in the castle because the fucking walls, they were so high and there was no door. There was no door in the castle. So I'm running around the castle.
A moat with alligators.
I'm running around the fucking castle like, okay,
Big Sasquatch.
where do I go? Or like, is there this way, right, left? And then, so I went all the way to the left, going up this hill, like a little sand hill. And fuck it, dude, like, what's on the sand hill? The fucking Scorpion King. I'm not kidding. The fucking rock came out of the fucking sand and fucked me up. Like, at first there was a bunch of little baby scorpions, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna outrun these little assholes. And they were like poisoning me. It was like, I would get stung, and it was like, you're poisoned, you're fucking dying, you're gonna die soon. And that my guy was having a heat stroke because it was like fucking hot. And I'm like, oh shit, he's having a heat stroke. There's no water around me. I'm just running and running. And all of a sudden, what comes out of the fucking sand? The goddamn Scorpion King. He fucked me up.
So this is the Your Fuck Simulator?
Like, everything's trying to kill you in this game. There's like, everything in the game is trying to fucking kill you. I'm not kidding, dude.
Well, I think you're supposed to stop. Like, when you find water, you're supposed to stop and put a bed down and build, like, a home and shit.
Enjoy that water.
And yeah.
Take a little time.
And collect shit and then craft weapons, and then you're supposed to go, because then you can fight shit.
And then build your own castle. And then you become the king.
I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to get into the castle.
Find a Scorpion King.
Then you get your own crocodiles.
Fucking Scorpion King fucked me up, dude. I don't know, man. Like, and then I died again, and then I respawned after the Scorpion King killed me. So I go back into the jungle, because I'm like going to the jungle. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to this jungle. There has to be something in here that I can craft or use or find. And I see a little fucking campfire. I see a campfire, like a fire, like somebody built a fire. And I see people.
I know what's coming.
I see people standing around. I'm like, oh shit, there's people over there. I'm going to go become their friend. So I'm like walking over there. And then like you can press like down on the D-pad. And it brings up like different actions. And you can say hello. You can wave. You can surrender. You can.
You accidentally draw your weapon.
Fuck you. You can draw your weapon. Whatever you want to do, right? So like I say hello, and as I'm saying hello, these two guys leave the campfire, and they're fucking pulling out spears, and they're stabbing me with their fucking spears. I'm like,
yep.
Dude.
Come on.
I had a chick with 2 axes and a guy with a spear.
Yeah, that's what I had. Yeah. I had
what is it, just like a cult?
They're just fucking crazy bastards out to kill you because they must not like you or something.
If I ever play that game, avoid people around the fire.
Pretty much. Avoid people, avoid water because there's crocodiles are in there.
People are dangerous.
And avoid scorpions, avoid Sasquatch.
Don't avoid water. You need water to keep fucking
avoid
and shit.
Avoid Sasquatches.
Just avoid everything, dude. Like, it's horrible. I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy.
Well, avoid water scorpions. Avoid water alligators.
Yeah, you gotta avoid everything. And I played that game and it was good, man. Like I don't know, like there was a part of me that really wanted to enjoy that game, but there was a part of me that was like, this is too hard.
You're playing like
This is beyond my level, dude. Like I can't fucking play this game. It's too hard. But I bet if I was to go like to look and Google like, hey, how do you play this game, and Google it and like kind of learn the different things, I might get into it because the setting is pretty cool, like that ancient, like gladiator time, fighting shit. You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty cool setting.
There's a lot of depth to the game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of see that going in, but it's just like there was too much there for me to figure out. Yeah. And then I had to craft like armor or a weapon, and I needed like skins, which means I got to kill something. And then every time I killed something, they didn't give me anything. There was no, like, they didn't have any loot on them. So I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I just gave up. I'm like, I'm going to go play something else.
Yeah, like, it was really hard just getting into the game and just, like, they just start, like I said, they just drop you in there, man. Like, there's no, like...
So it's kind of like Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's almost exactly like Ark with the Conan kind of skin on it.
But besides that, I don't know. I think that's all I played this week, to be honest. I mean, I wanted to play Battlefield, but I didn't. And I wanted to play other games, but I didn't get to them. I mean, I played some more Rainbow Six Siege, but there's nothing really important there. I know like next week I'll be talking about it because next week the DLC comes out for it called Theme Park. I think that's what it's called. And it's going to have the Hong Kong operators in there. And they're going to have new abilities. And you're in a theme park, which is really fucking cool. I always like the theme park settings in video games. And I think it's going to be fun. But yeah.
Siege!
Yeah. What about you, Evan? What have you been playing, buddy?
Well, I started playing that game, Nier Automata.
Mm-hmm.
That one's pretty interesting. I'm playing it on PC, but the controls are so weird with the mouse and keyboard, so
yeah, they are.
I was like, I don't know, it was just really weird, so I had to plug in my Xbox controller, and
I definitely want to play with a controller, dude.
I was just like, I think this should be more of a, like, with the controller, so yeah, I did that, and then it was a lot. Except, you know, I was playing for like, it must have been like 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, I had to go do something, and I was like, there's no save button yet, so.
No, I think you can only auto save.
What do I do?
Yeah, I was like, man, I really hope this just auto saves somewhere. I beat this like big boss, and I was like, all right, yeah, I should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when I booted up again, it was like back to the beginning. And I was like, oh man. So it set me back like to the very beginning. So I was like, what the heck? So I powered through it, all of that again, with the controller, so it was a lot easier. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of weird. Like, I was like, I can't save, but so I just kept playing until it was like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. This is auto save, or you can quick save, and I was like, geez, man, that's like the longest time I've never been able to save for. I thought that was kind of weird, but the gameplay is kind of fun. It's really different. I'm liking it so far, though. So.
What are you liking about it?
I like how it switches so much. Like, the perspective on the game. It's like you're playing like third person, mm-hmm. and then you walk into like a new. You walk in like a room or something, mm-hmm. and then it flips it. You're looking top down at it,
oh, shit.
And then you're controlling that way. So you're kind of like, whoa, you have to change up your orientation a little bit, and then or if you're running up some stairs, it'll pan out from like third person to where you're looking at it like off from a distance, like at the side of your character, and like you see, and you know, I think the different angles are super cool. Like it's kind of cool, like the orientation wise of the view and stuff. I thought, and then you have this like little robot with you who's like always like, you can always have him like shooting bullets or something out. I think that's kind of cool too. Like
That's
you
pretty
can
awesome.
always have. I mean, there's a lot of enemies coming at you sometimes, so it's like you always have that guy firing around too, and that helps out. But I'm still learning all the little details about the combat and stuff, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. So it's been a fun game so far.
Yeah, I gotta get back to that. I stopped playing it.
Yeah, I was I think I picked it up during the Steam sale, and I picked it up because IAMS had said he just finished it or something something like that, or somebody was talking about it on the show, maybe Gunny or something. I think Gunny has it. You and Ryan and Gunny have it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I Steam share with IAMS, so...
Yeah, so I think I saw something. I was like, oh, all right, I'll pick it up. It seems kind of cool. And then, but IAMS, I was talking to IAMS a little bit, and he was like, oh, yeah, that game was pretty good. The second and third playthrough are, like, even better. I was like, damn, like, I don't replay games a lot, so we'll see. Like, I'll give it another playthrough. Like, I haven't even finished it, but I'll definitely play it through again to see if anything changes. So, but I mean, yeah, it seems like a fun game. So I've been playing that a little bit, and past probably 3 weeks or so, I've been playing a little bit of Guns of Boom.
Guns of Boom. Oh shit!
In my free time, yeah. I got
How you doing? How you doing in Guns of Boom?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. What level are you at?
I think I'm 17 right now.
Yeah. Wait till you hit 34. Everything changes.
Yeah. So
Like you're playing with like MLG fucking people that just fucking slaughter you.
No. You're playing with fucking assholes that paid $50 for a gun.
Or that.
yeah, I'm having fun with it though. It's I just started. Oh, so I just started getting into matches of like Control Point. Was that only available once you hit a certain level?
No, that was available all along.
I don't think
I hate Control Point. I can't stand it.
I don't think I ever had a single Control Point match until
Really?
I was like level. It only seemed like the last 2 levels, like level 15. I started getting like Control Point.
It may
matches.
be that they switched the way they matchmake.
They might have
people.
changed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they might have
Yeah.
changed it too, right?
I was
'Cause
like-
there's been a few updates to it recently.
Yeah, there's been a lot of.
Yeah.
We played it when like it was first out, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
I played it for a long time. I played for quite a few months.
Yeah.
I had never played a Control Point match, and like I thought it was just team
That's crazy.
deathmatch, so that was kind of weird. But I'm having fun with it.
Do you like Control Point though?
It's okay. Yeah, I
Wait till
try.
later though. I know they took out one of the Control Point maps that I hated.
That's what I like, because I like getting the different maps when I play Control Point, because
Yeah.
I had only had how many maps were there, like 6, 7
Yeah.
7 maps.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like,
They just added a new one too.
yeah, I like how they added the different time of day on some of the maps too.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But yeah, I'm having fun with that. I do fairly well in the matches, so that helps out too. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. What else? I've been playing. Well, I haven't been playing it, but I think this week I'm gonna jump into. I'm gonna play some Titanfall. Been hearing you guys talk about your Titanfall battles and stuff. So.
Frontier Defense is
Yeah.
fun.
Wait, what's
the Pinpoint?
What system are you playing on? Xbox or...
Yeah, I've got it on Xbox, so I'll probably try and
There you
play
go.
some of that this week.
Yeah, hit me up for sure.
Yeah.
If you're on later
Good.
tonight, I'll be on. I'll probably be on.
I'll play a little bit tonight.
Play some.
I'll play some tonight. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, not a whole lot. So that's pretty much it on my end.
Awesome. Eric,
What's up?
what have you been playing, man?
Not much. I've been really busy with work this week. So I played some Gears of War 4. I've played a Mass Effect Andromeda a little bit. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, getting really frustrated and questioning if I was ever really good at that game when it first came out. Because I just get slaughtered the whole time. It's it's Snipe City. Everyone just has snipers. And then I played Madden 17 with Jesus, and I got
lost. You lost.
Oh God.
But hey, Eric did score a field goal and 2 touchdowns, I think.
Nice.
I think it was like 41 or 51 to 24.
Something like that, yeah. So you scored more than 2 touchdowns. I think you scored a couple field goals. I think you ran 1 interception back on me, right? Or a fumble or something.
It was a fumble.
You ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
My lineman ran it back.
He fucked me up on that one. It was a fun game though, man. Actually, guys, have you noticed that Madden 18 is now on the EA Access? I want to play it, but I can't. I don't have EA Access.
What? Thought you had EA Access.
I thought I did too, but I don't.
What? Your life has been a lie?
Where's my $2?
It's been a
They've
lie.
just been taking your money and you haven't had access?
Well, no, I don't have access. My brother has EA Access. That's how all the games pop up on my shit.
Oh.
But when I go to play them, it tells me like, oh, please insert the disc to this game or you can't play.
Did I not say that? I remember saying that on the show. You cannot game share EA Access, and you guys fought with me about it.
Yeah.
Jesus thought he was better than everybody else.
I'm sorry.
I could game share with EA.
Sorry.
I'm Jesus. I can.
But Madden 18 looks so cool, man. I totally want that. But anyways, Eric, continue.
That's mainly it.
What about FIFA? What about your career?
Gosh,
How's your career going, buddy?
Yeah, how's
Elaborate.
your FIFA career, bud?
Never really started one. I played a exhibition match on FIFA when I downloaded it, and it didn't go too well. I maybe shot the ball like 10 times, and I guess I just overkicked it, and it like went over the field goal post or goal post.
Goal posts.
And so I got frustrated, and I stopped playing it because I don't know how to shoot the ball. Yeah. I didn't even really play like an exhibition. It's like the first thing they give you when you start up the game.
The
Yeah,
tutorial?
don't they give you?
Yeah.
Don't they give you like the whoever was in the World Cup last time, like they do with all the other sports games?
I don't know who was in the World Cup for that.
I know in NHL it's like whoever was the 2 last teams playing in the playoffs for the Stanley Cup. That's who you start off with, and I figured Madden was the same way. I guess
They do
FIFA.
that in like NBA 2K, whatever. They
Yeah.
usually have that going on too.
Yeah, so that was short-lived. I got really mad and quit. Then I played some Call of Duty. Then I got really mad at that and quit. And I just stopped playing video games that
Eric,
night.
but we played Prop Hunt, man. That shit was fun. You gotta admit, it was fun as hell.
Yeah, no, that is a fun.
I like playing Prop Hunt more than anything else because I feel like it's way more fair.
Yeah, you just fuck
Because-
around.
So wait, what is the premise of Prop Hunt anyways?
Prop Hunt.
Hide
So
and seek.
there's 2 modes of Prop Hunt right now. There's the Weekend Warfare, which in Weekend Warfare it's the humans versus the props. The prop is like a prop. Think of like a map, right? You see the map. A prop is like something in the map. So like a TV, a bucket, a
tree.
paint bucket, a tree, a car.
Okay.
Trash can.
And as the prop, you can blow yourself up with the right trigger, but you only have 3 lives. And as a human, you only have 1 life. But you have a gun and you have a flashbang and you have a grenade. So you have to team up with your buddies as humans to defend yourself against the props that are going to come at you suicide bomb style. And they're going to fucking blow themselves up coming at you.
Oh man, I
That
haven't
game is
even
fun.
played this.
You haven't played that one? That's the new
No, I've
one.
only-
That's the Weekend
Oh,
Warfare
man.
one going on right now. They added like a new mode to it, right? So like
Oh.
the new one is like I think instead of like the props hiding in the map, the humans get to hide in the map
Oh,
before the
shit.
props go after them.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
So the props, so like was playing on the map yesterday on Vacant, and like the humans were all like on this one corner. They were like all 5 of them went to like this one corner of the map, and they're like all watching like different directions. So like we can't rush them, and we just fucked them up, dude. We went in there like
wait.
boom.
So if you're a prop like a bucket, how do you move?
You just move like a regular character, like you just move and you can move just like a regular human, but you're a bucket instead.
You'll just see like a bucket roll like sliding across the map.
That's so weird.
It's fun, but regular prop hunt is like hide and seek. So regular prop hunt is where like the humans they spawn with like everyone has a P90.
P90s.
Yeah, you have a P90, unlimited ammo, and you have a Desert Eagle as well. And you spawn, and then your screen goes dark for 30 seconds. And the props get to run around the map, and they hide. But in the regular mode, the props can't kill you. You can only kill the props. So your goal is to find, like, the props. So you have to find, like, the fucking bucket, and you have to kill it, or you have to kill, like, each person. There's 6 versus 6. It's like hide and seek.
You can change. I think depending on the map, you can change your prop like once or twice, but it's like it's kind of risky.
Yeah.
Like when you change it, because if you get like one time I let my fiance play and like she got like an inflatable shark and what the fuck?
Yeah, like it's hard to hide, right?
Shark moving around the map. It's like, oh, that's not obvious.
Yeah, you can't hide. But yeah, I mean, that mode is fun, dude. You gotta check it out. If you have Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, check out Prop Hunt, because that mode is like one of the funnest modes in the game. You just could just be fucking laughing your ass off. There was once where I was a stop sign, and I put myself on the corner of the street, and a guy literally walked up. He was looking at me kind of funny, like he like pointing his gun at me, and I was like, oh shit. He noticed me, but I was still like I wouldn't move, because you can lock in your prop with the right trigger, so it doesn't move when you spin the camera. So I locked it in, and he literally walked up to my prop, was like right in front of me, and I could have flashed him. Like you have like one flashbang that you can use to like blind the people, and you can run away real quick. But I just stood there, and he was looking at me, and he just kind of like walked away. I was like, oh, man.
That's so funny, though. It's just like...
It happens.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, anything else, Eric, that you want to talk about real quick, man? Because I know you got to leave soon.
Yeah, nope. That's all I've been playing.
Love you too, Eric. Jonathan.
Yo.
Hey,
let's see here. Hey. So yeah, I've just been playing a lot of Titanfall 2 as usual throughout the week. It's kind of my good like after work, wind down with that, and then my Friday night was Titanfall 1, which I said is my just getting plastered drunk game, so that was fun. But this morning though, I actually played that new that Gears of War Horde mode. So it's called Horde Frenzy. Eric, did you try that at all yet?
The wave is
no,
like half,
I haven't
right?
been able to get to it.
It's like 25 waves, right? Instead of
it's fun. So it's 25 waves. So it's basically every 5 waves is a boss. So it goes by really fast. You're like, holy shit, it's the 5th wave already. Like, holy crap, it's the 10th wave. Holy crap, it's 15.
I'm not ready.
Yeah. It goes by super quick, but it's nice. It's a great pacing. You can...
By super quick, Jonathan means you play for 2 hours instead of 5.
No, it took me like, the first time I tried it, we had someone bail on us right away, which sucked. So we made the like wave 18 and then bailed out and then tried it again and got the wave by 21. But the time that we actually did beat it at 25 waves, it took like around an hour. So it seems like they got their timing down a bit more. And it was actually like hella fun. We got to use everything. They still came at us pretty hard. We were playing. So what's weird is they only give you 2 options when you're playing this mode. It's either standard difficulty, but there's no retries if you fail a wave. So if you make it to like wave 23 and you fuck up, boom, you're back to wave. It basically kicks you back to the lobby again. So, which is kind of nice though, because if you're on a team that you're gonna lose with, that's not like that. When we were on the team of 4 and we're like, this isn't going good. As soon as like we lost, we had no normally you have that choice. You're like, do I stick it out with this team? Can we do it again? Or, is this a lost cause? And this one just kind of it makes that decision for you. So that was kind of nice. But yeah, it felt good when we beat it. It was a good amount of time. I'm definitely going to be playing this mode a lot more. So it's fun. But yeah, so basically there's that mode, which is where you can't respawn, but a normal difficulty. But the other mode that you can play is that same, but the only option is insane difficulty, which is the hardest mode. And if it's anything like the insane campaign I tried with Eric, that's just, I don't even see how that can be. Yeah, it was like one shot or two shots and they nailed you down. So it's,
dang.
I don't even want to even think about that. I'm going to try it out, but yeah, it's going to happen soon. Oh, so it was rad. So after I beat that 25 waves, I felt good. I was like, I ain't go swimming. So we have a swimming pool over here. I went swimming. When I was getting out, I saw that there was a bee kind of like in the pool. And I could tell it was alive and just kind of like struggling. So I got it out with a little branch and put it in the sunlight next to some flowers. So I saved the bee. And then when I told my wife about it, she actually informed me that it's like National Bee Day. So I saved the fucking bee on National Bee Day. So I'm a national hero, pretty much. So I felt super accomplished at that point. And I was like, man, today's going great. And then so I've been working on Destiny. Like we want to finish that Wrath of the Machines raid between me and my friends. Gamer Couch and Paradox, who Jesus couldn't remember as our other team member on Titanfall 2.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, he's been pretty butthurt about it. He's like, fuck you, can't we?
Really?
No,
oh, man. I'm sorry, dude.
Jesus sucks a lot.
But yeah, Paradox. So yeah, there was us, and yeah, we've been trying.
It's because Gamer Couch talks more. That's why I remember Gamer Couch.
But yeah, we felt like I felt between all saving the bee and beating the 25 waves that we're gonna beat this raid, and that we've been really like this is our like 5th attempt, and we just cannot get past this stupid fucking TV stage. It sucks. Anyone that plays this raid knows the stage I'm talking about, and I don't know, on YouTube they make it look really easy. It's like, oh, all you do is this and this and this, and then kill these guys, and then do this and this and this, and then boom, you're done. And we're just struggling so bad. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. It's been awesome. Woo!
I shout out to those guys, man, because they're fucking awesome people. I don't know who they are in real life, but they're awesome people. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Gamer Couch. Well, what's funny is actually I've known those guys since high school. We used to actually do a lot of board gaming together. Like we played a lot of like Warhammer 40K and BattleTech and shit. And when I started playing Xbox, I kind of got into the Xbox One before them and started playing like Titanfall and Destiny. I was like, man, I didn't even play with my old high school buddies with the super bad. So then I started hitting them up, and then yeah, we all kind of got right back into it. So it feels like our old high school days. It's been pretty cool. Yep.
Awesome. Who else? Who's next? Is that everybody? Oh, Canadian!
Like fucking Canadian!
I always forget about the Canadian. Sorry, Canadian.
Yeah, that's me. I'm up here in Canada land.
Tell me what games are going on in Canada land.
In Canada land, the games that are going on. We lost Eric.
Eric is out.
Oh,
He's out. He's gonna be gone for the show.
8 Mile is miled out.
Why did he?
He's miled out.
Well, now the live stream's fucked.
Well, whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
Good night, Eric.
Blame Eric, guys. Blame Eric. He fucked up.
Hashtag not my Eric.
Eric says, I'm not going to be on the show this week, guys. I'm not going to be on the show. So I find 2 people to cover for Gunny and fucking Eric being missing. Then he says, I'm going to show up. And then he shows up and he leaves it fucking... fuck.
He's fired. In other words, guys, Eric won't be back ever again. He's fired.
Hashtag not my Eric.
Hashtag Eric's fired.
All right, well...
Are you guys gonna make me and Evan duke it out? Come on, for his spot. We can mud wrestle.
Oh, whoa!
Oh wait, Brian Tolp Jr. just got real excited. I know it.
About mud wrestling.
Well, now the live stream's fucked. Anyways, sorry guys, the live stream's fucked. You can see me fine, but everyone else is scattered all over the fucking place now.
No, they only come here for you anyways, Ryan.
Yeah, totally. On my computer, it looks like I'm your penis. Like, hi, I'm Ryan. I'm
Anyways,
penis.
continue. What are you been playing, dude?
Okay, guys. After I can fix the cameras, but I'm gonna do what I've been playing first. So I've been playing, still playing through some Fortnite, and I'm still enjoying that. I'm also still playing the Dust and Legion Tale, and I'm doing that on Saturday mornings and streaming it to the Facebook page. So if you're not doing anything on a Saturday or morning, come check out the Saturday morning stream. I'm going to continue to do that, I think, and I'll just do different games because Saturday morning actually works pretty good for me. I'm usually home alone, and I can go on for a couple hours. So yeah, come check that out next Saturday if you want. I'll be on part 7 of that game. So.
Oh man, after that, you should actually do that whole Transformers game. Did you ever play that one? The one that was based off the 80s cartoon one?
Yeah, I think I have it. I might have gotten rid of it. I don't remember.
No. All right, well, fuck that idea. Go on.
So, and then obviously I played some Conan Exiles, and I pretty much feel the same way Jesus does about that game. It's just not for me. I know people like their simulators. I don't know. It's just not.
So when you die, do you lose all your stuff or?
Yep. You start over again with
Yep.
God.
And I mean, the cool thing is you get like XP for doing anything. Like you're walking around, and as you're walking, you're getting XP for walking.
Oh, that I can't. I don't really like playing games like that where you have to where you just get you work so hard to build something up and then
you die and you
lose it all.
Yeah, I don't.
The harsh reality of life.
Yeah, pretty much. I watch my brother. He plays Ark, and he got super into it, and he in his server he got to be like one of the best people in his server. Like all the people were like.
He tripped on a rock one day and
no, but like he was
killed himself.
Like he plays with his buddies like until the very wee hours of the morning. Like when I'm waking up for work, he's still playing, and like he goes pretty hard in that game. But like
he's all riding a T-Rex. It's like, yeah.
He was moping around one day, and I was like, "Hey, what's wrong?" He's like, "We got wiped," and his whole little fortress just gone like it was never
happened? They got attacked.
Yeah, some guys came in and like.
Oh shit!
Wrecked everything.
Yeah, and I was just like, how many days you're staying up into the?
No. You see now they're gonna build up their army, and they're gonna go fuck those guys up.
Yeah, I don't know. They took a break for a little bit.
They're all bad.
Then they
did they try negotiating with them?
Did they try making peace with them?
No chance.
See, that's what I said when civilization. I mean, like, there's no peace, dude.
No peace.
Anyways,
negotiations are not an option.
I can't do that. I can't put that much time into something and just have it just gone like that.
Be destroyed.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, Conan Exiles, not really interested. I don't know. I might go back, give it another try, but I don't see myself doing that.
Shout out to them for giving us review codes, but fuck, man, that game is hard, dude. Like, it's definitely a PC centric. Like, I feel like you would have a better experience on PC just because I feel like you can probably manage more easier. It's hard to manage everything on a controller, man. Like, some games don't really port over well to consoles.
No, and it has a lot of those sort of things where you can tell that you were supposed to have a mouse to like you have to scroll down to things that you would easily be able to move your mouse to and click.
And the menu, the way the menu is set up in the inventory is just like that. Like you have like these screens, and you have to like tab over to everything and click on shit, and the way you upgrade your skills, and how, like I said, how you communicate with the other people in the game. Like, to say hello to somebody, you have to like press down on the D-pad, press left on the D-pad, press up on the D-pad, press left on the D-pad. You're like, fuck, dude, like how many press up and down, left, right? Like you have to keep pressing shit to like get to that one emote or whatever to say hello or to surrender or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Shit. Yeah. And by the time you go into a menu and do anything, you're dead.
Yeah.
Something's killed you.
Yeah, because the game doesn't pause, right? Like you can't pause
Scorpion
it.
King.
And then before you get that scorpion spray, before you can access
Scorpion
it.
King killed
Scorpion
me.
King got me again.
I was trying to say hi to him, but he killed me.
Where's my Sasquatch juice?
Anything else Canadian that you've been playing, man?
Yeah, man. I went out and I picked up, actually, right here, the collector's edition of Sonic Mania.
Whoa!
Massive box this thing came in.
What the fuck is that?
You got the collector's edition? How much was that?
Yeah. It's the collector's
Is there a
edition.
hedgehog in there? That'd be awesome.
I'd like to give you a live animal.
I know.
There is a hedgehog in there.
Yo,
He's
baby
sitting
hedgehog.
on top of a Sega Genesis.
Whoa.
Which way am I going here? There we go.
That's pretty
Isn't that the
fucking
one that
tight,
says
actually.
Sega? Right?
It's massive, this thing, man. It's
So
humongous.
massive.
But the Genesis is just, it doesn't work, right?
No.
Fucking working Genesis.
I don't have batteries in it right now, but if you turn it on, like there's an on-off switch here, and if you turn it on, it goes Sega.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all it does.
I mean, that's all you need from a Sega.
Worth it,
It's just
man. How much?
Sega
How much was that collector's edition?
is the most soothing sound ever.
Well, it came with the game, that statue thing, a cartridge that slides open. It's like one of the Sega Genesis cartridges.
Slides open.
It's way back there.
What does it keep
And it
in
the bottom slides out of it, and there's a gold coin inside it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, it was up here. It was $89.99.
It was a coin. It should have been a ring.
Well, it was a ring. Yeah.
$10
Sorry.
worth.
It's a ring. It's a ring.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so all right. So tell me, Sonic Mania. Are you liking it?
It's pretty cool. I mean, it has the old Sonic levels, and then they've also made these like a couple of new Sonic levels in between. So like you're getting like new levels every couple of levels, and they've just kind of remixed some of the old like stages and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far. It's kind of fun. I'm only I'm like 3 levels in, I think, so I'm on World 3 in that. But yeah, it's Sonic. If you like Sonic, you're gonna like it. If you don't like Sonic, you're probably not gonna like it.
Is it like the original Sonic, or like is it like remastered ones, or like the original maps, or like is it like a new game?
No, it's
Is it
mix. It's
Just the
mixed.
side view ones.
Oh, so it's
some of
like
the back view
everything,
ones
like
where you're
every
going through
game?
the tunnels and stuff.
Well, no, it's all old school stuff. It's all the side scrolling.
So it's like the Sega Genesis Sonics and shit.
Yes, but you know when you went into the little 3D world and you had to collect the little blue balls or whatever?
Yeah.
That's
Balls.
still in there. Like those that shit's in there. But and it looks so bad.
Really?
Oh my god. Like when you go into that 3D mode, it looks terrible.
Did they just keep the same graphics or what?
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah,
did.
sucks.
It's the
Like,
same graphics.
Because I remember I liked it as a kid.
What?
Like, I thought it looked really cool, and I just thought, like, I was actually, when you're talking about it, I was picturing in my head, I'm like, ooh, that would look really cool if they actually smoothed it out and made it look...
Well, yeah, I remember.
It's even more jaggedy than it was originally.
But I mean, like,
so-
in all honesty, if you want to play these old Sonic games, you can just buy Sonic on your phone and play it on the Sega.
the controls are not great.
Yeah,
though,
I mean,
dude.
but I played it. I mean, I think it was on my iPhone that I downloaded Sonic, and like, it works.
The
It doesn't come with-
emulation isn't the greatest either. It's okay.
And
Like,
Jesus,
this is a
it
pretty
doesn't come with the little baby hedgehog either, so...
Whatever.
I mean, Ryan's got it.
Whatever. But I mean,
Anyways, so yeah, that was Sonic Mania. I'm enjoying it. I mean, if you're a Sonic fan, you might want to check it out. I think it's only digital. That's the thing. That thing also came with the digital code, but it didn't. There's no physical copy of it.
what?
Yeah, it's only digital.
So they sell you a box with the code in it?
Yeah, well, the box was for the stupid
That's
fucking...
stupid. That's fucking... Oh, God.
He's a representative.
I hate when they do that, when they sell you a fucking box with the code in it. RPC games like that now?
The box and you're like, what the fuck?
Like, aren't PC games like that where you buy a box? Because all it is a fucking code.
You get a Steam code, yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude. Like, that's so stupid. Why? Why even do it? Why even fucking waste resources on making a box?
Why not? Because you want a box.
You're killing the planet. Captain Planet will not stand for this.
All right, guys. So the last game that I played was Agents of Mayhem.
Okay, so I've heard a lot about this game. Some people like it. Some people hate it. Personally, I don't think it would be a game for me.
Do you like
co-op.
Saints Row?
Meh.
Meh?
I'm like
I've never played Saints Row.
halfway like it, halfway don't. I mean...
Like I'm talking 3 and 4.
I like 3, but I didn't like 4. Like 4 is the one where you're the president, right?
Yeah.
I played that recently, not too long ago. Actually, I played it like sometime this year or last year.
It was okay.
And
I mean,
it was
Is this game new?
3 was better. Yeah.
Agents of Mayhem is new, but it's from the makers of Saints Row, Evan,
Yeah.
and it has like Saint Row's characters in the game, right? Like it has the characters.
Well, I don't know if there's... Well,
you can play as Johnny Gat, can you?
I've heard that you can, if you have if you pre-ordered, you can play as Johnny Gat.
He's like one of the
but there's I haven't seen any other Saints Row.
But I mean, it has like the purpley colors, and I heard that
it looks it's in the same universe.
And I heard that these characters are actually in the Saints Row games. You can find these characters in the Saints Row games.
Oh, can you? I don't know.
Like side missions or whatever. Like I don't know. They're like side characters or something.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, it's kind of like it's Saints Row, but it's not. It doesn't have those Saints Row moments. To me, anyways, I haven't gotten those Saints Row moments. like when you're fucking flying out of the when you're jumping out of that fucking thing and you have to go through the airplane and you fucking come out the other side and kill the fucking pilot, and then you remember that, Jesus, in 4 or 3? Was it 3 or 4?
Which one?
I think it was 4. Where you're parachuting down and you go through the fucking actual plane.
That was number 3. That's when Johnny Gat you're fighting that evil dude, right? And you blow up the plane instead of and then you're flying through the plane and you're going down and you're shooting shit and you're shooting the windows, and that was cool. That was cool as shit.
That whole scene is like a Saints Row moment to me. Like, I expect something like that from a Saints Row game.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten anything like that out of this. This is just kind of like, you go to a place, you shoot some guys, you push a button, yay, you get a reward.
Saints Row,
like, just do that over and over again.
Just thinking about Saints Row is fun.
Or
it is kind of fun.
Would you say Saints Row is better though?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay, so I think I got the Saints Row games through a Humble Bundle or something, but I haven't played any of them. If I were to
start
play
at 3.
Start with 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the funnest one, in my opinion, in the whole series. In the 4th one, you're like the president, but in number 3, you're like a celebrity, fucking gangster motherfucker that does crazy shit. It's fun.
Okay.
It's just fun. You rob a bank, and as you're robbing the bank, the people that you have as hostages are asking you for autographs. They're gonna get your autograph. You're like a fucking celebrity. And the weird thing is that you're wearing a mask of yourself while you're robbing the bank. You're playing as Johnny Gat, and all the people robbing the bank are wearing Johnny Gat mask. So, it makes no sense. It's fucking hilarious. Dude. I guess it's fun.
So Ryan, I was actually looking at I was actually kind of looking at Fortnite, and then I was like, I almost had myself convinced of it. I was actually kind of torn between that or No Man's Sky, since they revamp shit.
Yeah.
But then, right when I had myself sold on Fortnite is when you brought up Agents of Mayhem. So between the two, which one would you suggest more?
Well, Agents of Mayhem doesn't have multiplayer, right? Single player only.
Oh,
apparently it does have some sort of
it does?
multiplayer. I was talking to Clint earlier, and we're gonna check it out tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I assumed that game was
see.
multiplayer. I had no idea it was.
But it's
mostly
not
single.
co-op. Like, there's no co-op through the storyline or anything. There's
Oh.
just apparently some mode where you can play like a little
Like a
co-op, some
survival
co-op
or
missions
something?
or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I haven't tried it yet. So
they're completely opposite games then. So basically,
yeah.
I mean,
if you want a storyline, you want a single player storyline kind of game, then you want to go with Agents of Mayhem. If you want a multiplayer, play with your friends and build and take down waves, then you want Fortnite.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I was thinking about getting this game. I know, but I just don't know, man. I just don't think it would be a game for me, Ryan. Personally, I'm glad you're enjoying it and you're liking it. And I know Iam's got a review code because he actually. The funny thing is, he has two voice actors from the game going on his podcast, our brother show, Horribly Awkward, and he actually tweeted at Volition or whatever. Who makes the game? Deep Silver? Volition?
Deep Silver is Volition is the developer.
Yeah, so he tweeted at them like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna have these voice actors on my podcast. Could I get a code?" And they're like, "Here you go." They just fucking send him a code for the game. Nice. So he's playing it, and he says he really likes it. And
yeah,
I don't know. I'm torn, man. Like, I don't know if it'll be a game that's worth $60. And like $60 right now, you know what I mean? Like right before Madden, right before Destiny, right before all the big games are coming out. Like, it's a lot of money to throw into a game.
It seems like with $60, you want a game that they're like a games with service, where you're buying the game, but you expect something out of them to kind of keep updating. So with Agents of Mayhem being a single player experience, that kind of actually worries me a little bit on that. But I don't know.
I don't know. Some people really enjoy it though, Jonathan. Like I said, Iams is really liking it, and Ryan likes it for the most part. What I'm hearing.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's not catching me as much as, like, I know Iams was really into it. Mm-hmm. He was really feeling it. I'm not feeling it that much, but it's still fun. I don't hate it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't suck.
I don't hate it.
I'm playing it.
My question is though, Ryan.
I didn't inhale.
Did it pull you? Has it pulled you away from Fortnite enough to forget about Fortnite?
No, I went back to Fortnite and started playing tonight.
Nice. Yeah,
because I have the group of people that I play with, and if they're online, I'll play with them. You know, they're sort of like my Fortnite team.
Nice.
But they've gotten ahead of me now because I started playing Agents of Mayhem.
What else have you been playing?
That's it. That's all I played.
I have one thing I forgot to talk about. I have been playing a little bit of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Here we go.
Gasp. Yes.
Evan, sell me on PC gaming. Sell me.
Yes, that game is very, very fun, but at the same time it's very. I'm not very good at it, so it's very frustrating.
Can be, yeah.
I feel like I am running most of the time, even though I get these, like, I find some pretty good weapons and stuff, but I feel like I'm still running. I'm still a little chicken. I'm like, I don't want any confrontation quite yet. but I never...
He's waiting for somebody else to gack the guy in front of you. You're like, someone else will take him out.
I try and hold off as long as I can, and then I just end up getting like punked. And I'm just like, damn it.
I actually seen some of my favorite clips on Facebook and stuff that I see all the time about gaming are from PUBG, man. Like, I saw one the other day where these guys were driving the car and they literally drove it and flipped it on his side. And they're like, oh shit, we crashed. And then, like, they literally crashed the car in between two groups of people fighting. So all they did was sit inside the car while these two groups of people were shooting at each other, and they just sat in the car, and that's how they won the match. They sat in the car to the last minute, to like the last guy was left alive. They jumped out of the car, and they fucking shot him in the back of the head. It was the funniest fucking thing I ever seen, man. Because they were like literally the people were taking cover with the car as they were sitting inside the car. So like, oh fuck, don't move, they're right here. And they just fucking waited for the people to kill each other off, and they took out the last people.
Yeah, this game, it's pretty fun. It's just like the freedom of this game is like, it's pretty neat just being able to kind of do whatever. But it's like the same thing you guys were having with Conan Exile. It's like, I got it. I had seen clips of it before, but I kind of just got it and just played it, and like I didn't know what to do really, so I kind of like found out the hard way a few times. Like, I was I didn't understand the whole like map closing in. I kind of had like the idea, but I was focusing more on like trying to get to the center of the map rather than trying to like get better gear and weapons
better gears.
and kills and stuff.
As soon as you land, you got to go into you want to land somewhere that has houses around it. You go into those houses and you hope to hell that you find gun and armors and ammo and shit in there.
Think Hunger Games, man. Like, you got to find shit to survive.
You got to scavenge. You got to. And you got to be quick at getting in and out of your menus and shit like that too.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like one time I got killed because I was trying to, I was in this house and I was on the second floor and I was like, all right, and I was going through the menu and I was like modding my gun because I had found like a red dot scope or something, and then this guy, I hear some footsteps and then, boom, he had a shotgun right in front of me, and I was just, damn it.
I heard that you don't even get a spec. Like once you're dead, you're just out of the match. You don't even get a spec.
Yep.
You don't get spectate. You don't get to see how it ends.
You don't even get the courtesy. Like
see who wins.
Yeah.
I wonder.
You can sit there and watch it if you want.
You can.
Yeah.
I was asking my coworker, and he said no. And
maybe when you're playing as like doubles, like in a team, you get to watch.
Yeah, no, that's right. He said you can watch your teammates, but you can't watch anybody else. So if you have like, I didn't even know you could go into the team.
Yeah, there's a squad mode now where like you can play.
I think the camera just floats over your body and you could stay there if you want.
You can kind of cry a little bit before it carries on.
You're good.
When you speak about this game, Evan, I'm glad that it's coming to consoles, and then I will get to play it first on consoles, because that means it'll be a level playing field for the most part.
Yeah.
Most players, not all, but most will be learning how to play the game. You know what I mean? There'll be, of course, some of those PC players that have consoles that'll just buy it on console to see how it is, and then they'll be destroying everybody. But I'm glad that I get to play this on a level playing field.
That needs to be the Xbox One's like secret weapon.
It needs to be, man, because after losing Crackdown,
they need
especially now the Crackdown.
Yeah, they need something to pop off, and that would actually do it. It's like, you know what? On our lines, we're fully supporting this game. It's gonna be
PUBG 4K, fucking 60 frames per second.
I don't know about 60 frames, but yeah, I'm glad that you're liking that game though, Evan. It's a really popular game. That game is it's insanely popular.
Just, I could watch it. I've only played by myself, so if anybody else got it on PC,
I got it.
Yeah, maybe we should play then, Ryan, because I think it would be a lot more fun.
I'm terrible at it too, though, man.
We could be terrible together.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible, guys. Hashtag horrible.
We could be horrible together because
horrible.
I'm just sitting there alone in some buildings, and I'm like,
man, I wish I had a Canadian with me to kill.
Dude, sometimes you do. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out. Wait till the wall starts coming towards you, and then you start booking. But you gotta be careful, because people will fucking snipe you off.
Yeah, they're wolves.
You can't run right at the edge, because that's where everyone's looking. They're like, someone's gonna be running there. I'm just gonna fucking point my scope there and wait till I see them. Boom.
Yeah.
People People do it, man. People wait around all the time. They'll just wait in a house, just fucking, as long as they get the gear that they want, they'll just wait it out until the wall starts coming and then fucking boogie.
Yeah, that'll be cool. We should play sometime then. But that,
man,
yeah,
sure.
I just remembered that. I think once we were talking about games where you lose all your stuff once you die and stuff, so I was like, I forgot.
Oh yeah, one game I forgot I was playing too is I've been playing that For Honor since the update. They went into season 3.
Oh, how's that now?
So you played the update?
Yeah, but it's been the typical For Honor experience. So I played on the Xbox and I tried to get in 2 matches and it's like something like the server is full or some shit like that. So I was like, fuck. So then I double dipped and I got it on the PlayStation. So
You bought it again?
That one up.
Shit.
Oh my god. I played Titanfall. Like, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm guilty as hell about like playing on double system. Yeah. So anyways, I played on that and I got into a match and I was like, sweet. And there was actually a couple of the new gladiators and the berserker like on my team and they actually looked really cool. But then in the last like couple minutes of the match, somebody quit and then the server dropped again. And yeah, so that was like the For Honor experience that sucks. They haven't got over that shit yet. They're supposed to work on their server stuff, but they haven't. I'm so surprised they haven't fixed their server shit before the new season came out. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really cool, but hopefully they kind of.
I think that game is too. It's lost too many players at this point that they're gonna just not really care. You know what I mean? Like it'll be something they work on, but it won't be a priority. Like, let's say for example, Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, on the Ubisoft end.
Yeah, on the Ubisoft end. You know what I mean? And then they have other big games coming out this fall, man. Like they have the South Park game coming out, and they have, like other games. Like they have Assassin's Creed coming out. That's gonna be like the next big thing. They're gonna be working on that quite a bit. I just don't think that they're gonna be focusing much on.
Yeah, it's just such a pretty game, and it has a really high skill cap. But yeah, as soon as they get over that server issue, it was really hard to play a game when like the last 10 minutes you just spent like was wasted. I mean, you'll get some personal experience out of it on how to block more, but anything you did in that match is just gone. And you're like, so yeah, I'm gonna keep trying it, but as of now, they're still having some issues. So,
I don't know if it's a Ubisoft issue in general or if it's a Xbox Live issue or something going on with that, because on Call of Duty, they had issues as well, man. Like Eric was getting into matches, and every match we would play one match, and then the next match you would put us into, I would get kicked from the game. Like it would just not let me load into it, and like my NAT. Because on the bottom right on the Call of Duty menu, it'll say like what NAT that you have. So it's like moderate, open, or closed. And mine said like closed. And I was like, what the fuck? Closed NAT? So then I went to my network settings on my Xbox itself and it said you have open NAT. Yeah, you have open NAT and everything's perfectly fine. So I'm like, I even did like the network test and all that. And it was like, yeah, you have perfect internet. Like you have 131 down. You have all this shit, right? Like, I was like, okay, so what's going on? Like, why do I have this internet that's good on my console, but it's telling me that it's bad on the Xbox on Call of Duty? So I don't know if there's something going on with like their gaming servers that are just fucked.
Yeah. Well, I know on For Honor right now they're doing that like peer-to-peer system. So it's all kind of like, I guess all the players are contributing to a temporary like server system.
It's like Call of Duty, right? Like where like it's hosted by the players, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's just the way Ubisoft is trying to work it, but yeah, it sucks because as soon as one player quits, it kind of messes up.
If he's the host, you're fucked. You know what I mean?
and usually it's like when it's when they're close to the match where one team's obviously going to win, or when you pull off like some badass move, like
and somebody rage quits and they're the host.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, you could just end somebody that bad they quit.
Yeah, dude, For Honor takes a lot of like.
It feels great on some games, like on Titanfall. If you pull that shit off and you see someone quit, you're like, yeah, I just made that guy rage quit. but on For Honor, when it makes the whole game crash, then it's not so cool. You're like, oh, well, that sucks.
That sucks.
I would have toned down.
Call of Duty's notorious.
I would have beat him down a little bit easier, I guess. tone down my madness.
Hey, Jesus, did you know we had a voicemail?
We do. I'm going to play it later on today.
Okay.
We do have a voicemail, people, so if you want to leave a voicemail, you can always leave it at 971-319-1421. That is an Oregon number, so if you don't live in Oregon, there will probably be a long-distance call for you. But nowadays, I feel like most...
So ask your parents first.
You can call anywhere, right?
You can call anywhere in the States on a cell phone, right?
Yeah, like even... Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like nowadays that's like standard, because most people have cell phones, so... Yeah. Anyways, 971-319-1421.
Nobody texts me back, so I get all set.
No one is there, Evan. That's why. No one's
I know.
Evan's like over there, like, oh, I need friends.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk to somebody, but nobody's
Stupid, horrible gamers.
You never text me back.
You never text me back. Your voicemail never texts me back.
But guys, we do have a voicemail today, and as always, we're about to go through the news, but if you want to, you can always leave the news and read news on our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community on Xbox Live, on Facebook. On Xbox, we're a Horrible Gamers Podcast Community as well, I think. So yeah, I was right. Anyways, I've been drinking, I'm sorry. But moving on to news.
Nice save.
Atari has sued Kit Kat over an ad campaign, guys.
What? Who did?
Yeah, so the American arm of a French game company is suing Switch Chocolatier over a UK television ad and social media campaign. So basically, Atari Interactive has filed a suit against Nestle in a U.S. federal court in San Francisco, alleging that an advertising for Kit Kat chocolate bars infringes on its rights to the classic arcade game Breakout. So basically, the Kit Kat ran an ad.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
Shut the fuck up.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat.
Give me a break.
God damn it.
So basically, Kit Kat ran a campaign or an ad where it showed a bunch of like young people sitting around a TV playing a game. They're like, hey, bro, give me a break. And they give the dude a break. And they were playing video games. They were playing video games, and the game that they were playing was Breakout. Apparently, that's what Atari thinks, and Atari's like, look, motherfucker, you never asked us to use our game on your commercial, so we're suing you, because we can. So they are. And so who knows what's going to happen. Basically, a Nestle representative said that this is a UK TV advert that ran in 2016. The ad no longer runs, and we have no current plans to rerun it. We are aware of the lawsuit in the United States and will defend ourselves strongly against these allegations.
Are they going to take away our candy bars?
No, they're not, dude. I mean, they basically said, like, they don't even run the ad anymore. I think Atari's just trying to get money out of them after, like, learning that this was, like, a thing that happened last year. I don't think.
All right, because a world without Kit Kats is a world I don't want to be in.
I love Kit Kat bars, man. Like, personally, I really like Kit Kat bars, so I'll be pissed.
Because you could ration them off.
I'd be more pissed. I'd be more pissed if it was a Reese's Pieces, though. Like, no joke. Like, Reese's.
Oh, Reese's are fucking great. I have to, like, I can't get Reese's Pieces, though, because I just eat them all too fast. Those are Starburst. I just have to...
Dude, I hate how Reese's only comes with 2 peanut butter cups. You're like, come on, 2 in a fucking pack? Like, come on, man. You gotta always get the king size.
Oh, you can get the big pack, yeah.
Get the king size.
Or
always.
Get the 1 pounder.
Yeah, I think that one.
1 pounder.
Oh, that thing is massive, dude.
They have those.
What is this 1 pounder? I need to find this to get more cavities in my teeth.
Jesus, what a question.
You fucking lose all my teeth to Reese's. Guys, more news. There's a as recently we talked about last year and this year, we've been talking about video games in Cuba and how there's actually video game development going on in Cuba, even though there's an embargo on Cubans or Cuba as a country. It seems like recently, there's been video game development going on there, and there's games coming out of there that are sometimes free for Americans or free for everybody else except for Cubans, whatever. But there's a game called Savior. It's an independently developed video game. Has got its first public showing. And basically they unveiled a game. It looks fucking trippy, man. Like, it's just a weird looking game. And but the crazy part about this game is that it's coming out of Cuba, like a country that's been fucked for the longest time, and they don't have much technology down there. But these guys managed to get their hands on computers, and they're working on this game. Yeah, the game is called Savior. So if you're interested in this game, go look it up. Savior, whatever.
Cuba,
Savior. That's how you gotta search for in Google. Cuba Savior game.
Just don't image search it.
Cuban saviors.
Yeah. Savior. Yeah, I'm trying to see this article here, but I mean,
what type of game is it? Do you know?
No idea. I'm trying to go to this article and see what the hell
is it a first person? Is it a first person shooter? Is it?
Probably not. Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
is it another survival game?
It might be, like, no joke. This looks like a
alligators
weird...
and Sasquatches, crocodiles.
This is a weird looking cover that they have for the game. Like the art, the art style they unveiled for the game, which I'm looking at right now. It looks like cell shaded. It reminds me a lot of like the way Telltale does their art. You know what I mean? It has that weird looking art style, like Borderlands, Telltale looking art. But yeah,
cool.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's rad. Yeah,
whatever. Fucking whatever.
You can't have technology where you can't stop gaming no matter what.
It'll be a game that is free.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, moving on here for more news. I guess more news. God, more news. Guys,
fuck, everything is.
We all know that people spend a lot of time in a video game arcade. But guys, somebody named Kobe Shimbun, according to a site called Kobe Shimbun, 30-year-old Kazuki Mahira was arrested for trespassing after being discovered allegedly living between arcade cabinets at a game center in Kobe.
Oh, he pulled off the ultimate dream.
Mahira had a part-time job, but as the Kobe Shimbun reports, he was apparently living in an arcade. Mahira, the paper explains, ended up moving out of his home after falling out with his mother. He's supposedly bummed around, living in cheap houses and manga cafes. But I think he stole things. It says here the Kobe Shimbun adds that he had also been allegedly breaking into a junior high and other buildings to steal money in PE uniforms for a total worth of 1.23 million yen, which is around $11,000 US.
Between sleeping in the arcade and stealing sports uniforms, he's totally set to be an esports player.
Totally.
He's like gearing up and going pro.
Yeah, he basically stole a bunch of shit and went to go live inside an arcade, guys. Like
so this begs the question then, like what arcade game would you want to live under?
He's living the life. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely not basketball hoop jam.
He's on fire.
But what do you do with PE uniforms?
Smell them.
PE shit.
What do you
I don't know. You do stuff with balls, I guess. Throw balls against walls. Do some jumping jacks.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck do you do with PE uniforms, man? Like
that is a really good question.
There's no point in having them. Yeah. Anyways, that's that, guys. This weird story out of Japan. Some guy was living in a fucking arcade and he stole PE uniforms and shit. And yeah, he got caught. Apparently.
Disgraceful.
Totally.
All right.
Guys, some more crazy fucking news that I have here for you. An alcohol-fueled fight over a video game ended in a stabbing Tuesday night that sent one man to jail and another man to the hospital.
To the grave. Oh.
Officers found the 49-year-old victim bleeding on a porch bench outside of his house and some address that I won't say, and around 8:50 p.m. Basically, they said this dude got stabbed over a fucking video game.
What video game do we know?
There was alcohol involved. They said that.
Infinite Warfare. I mean, Modern Warfare.
But they don't say the video game. They said that he was stabbed over a video game, but obviously they were drunk, so they were drinking. What kind of video game would make you want to stab somebody that were in your
Well, what's that?
Any Call of Duty.
Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers would fucking piss me off so bad. I hate that game.
Really?
Or Killer Instinct. Because that's the one that has like the infinite combos. And you just can't do shit about that. It's like infinite combo. And you're like,
Note to self: never play Killer Instinct with Jonathan while he's drunk.
Or 007. If someone's using an odd job, that is also shootable or whatever offense.
Oh man, but yeah. Anyways, that happened, guys. So don't stab your friends for over video games if you're playing with them. In more news, I have some of the strangest video games ever made for you guys. You know, we all play video games, and we're all used to seeing some weird shit happen in video games. I mean, look at Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, I mean, you're fighting zombies and weird-looking Metal Gears, and just random shit happens all the time. And then normal shit happens, and then more random shit happens. Anyways, we have some weird games for you. Starting off with number 1 on the list, Polybius. It's an arcade game that spawned several remakes, even though the original never actually existed. According to an urban legend, the game was used by the government to conduct a psychological experiment on the public. The story goes like this, guys. In 1981, the game appeared in several arcades in Portland, Oregon. Players became addicted and experienced side effects such as hallucinations and amnesia. Men in Black then visited the machines to collect data. The game was removed from the arcade 1 month after the experiment began. One explanation for the legend origin is based on 2 unrelated events. First, in 1981, 2 gamers at Portland arcades fell ill on the same day. One collapsed with a migraine headache after playing Tempest, and another had stomach pain after playing Asteroids for 28 hours straight. Second, FBI agents raided several arcades in the area 10 days later as the owners were under investigation for involvement with illegal gambling.
No, there's actually, I've totally heard about this. There's been some good like podcast things like How Stuff Works did a really good one on it. I'll totally link it in on the Facebook page. And I think maybe Radiolab might have done something, but I know How Stuff Works definitely did something. But and then also I guess it was featured in the new Nine Inch Nails video. Has that has that game.
Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about real quick about 10 of the weirdest games in the history of video games. We all are used to seeing some weird stuff in video games, but number 1 on the list here is Polybius from 1981. This arcade game spawned several remakes. Even though the original never actually existed, according to an urban legend, the game was used by the government to conduct a psychological experiment on the public. The story goes like this, guys. In 1981, the game appeared in several arcades in Portland, Oregon. Yay, Oregon represents. Players became addicted and experienced side effects such as hallucinations and amnesia. Men in Black, that means people wearing like black suits, visited the machines to collect data. The game was removed.
Man in Black, Man in Black.
Jesus, let me read the fucking story, Ryan. The game was removed from the arcade 1 month after the experiment began.
Took that fucking game out of there.
One explanation for the legend's origins is that it is based on 2 unrelated events. First, in 1981, 2 gamers at Portland arcades fell ill on the same day. One collapsed with a migraine headache after playing Tempest, and another one had a stomach pain after playing Asteroids for 28 hours straight. Second, the FBI agents raided several arcades in the area 10 days later as the owners were under investigation for involvement with illegal gambling. And then Polybius was remade recently, guys, so you could buy this game, but I mean, the weird thing is this game was like fucking hallucination. It was messing with people's minds, like
enjoy the seizures, have fun.
That's so trippy, man. Like, I wonder what the FBI or the government was trying to figure out with that. Maybe.
Well, Well, yeah, there's actually a really good podcast on it on Stuff You Should Know. I'll track it down and try to link it in. But yeah,
You should know.
but yeah, it was actually really good. It was a
I'm
cool
gonna have to
episode.
check that out. You should send me the
and-
title of that one.
I will, and also it's featured in the new Nine Inch Nails video. I guess they kind of hint in that video game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say,
So
Evan?
yeah,
Huh?
What were you gonna say? Who was talking? Ryan, Evan? I don't know. One of you two?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. Number 2 on the list. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. 1995. This point-and-click adventure game is based on a short story of the same name. The story seems especially difficult to adapt to a game. It's about an evil computer, guys, that has wiped out humanity except for 5 people. The computer has trapped these people and keeps them alive for the sole purpose of torturing them. The story begins more than 100 years after the people were taken captive, and by that point, they're losing their minds and they only know that there is no escape. The game is played from the perspective of the humans. In the marketing leading up to the game's release, the authors of the story said there is no way to win. Somehow they succeeded in turning it into a game, and it has received positive reviews. It's rare a video game is based solely off a work of literature. Even rarer is how the author, Harlan Ellison, was deeply involved in the game's development. Not only did he help write the characters' backstories for the game, but also did the voice acting for the evil computer. Dun, dun, dun. So I guess if you want to be tortured and go play this game. I mean, I don't know.
Sounds like a blast.
hey, a good way to spend a Saturday morning.
I mean, if you're, if you
It'll
want to
be my
get
next
tortured.
Saturday morning stream.
Oh, jeez.
Number 3 on the list, guys.
For 2 hours.
Number 3 on the list. Cho Chubudai Gaishai. 2009. This Japanese arcade game is known as a super table flip in English. The game has a miniature plastic table as the controller. The players step into the role of an angry person having a temper tantrum.
You gotta flip a table?
The levels include a father sitting with his family, a bride at a wedding, and a businessman at work. To rack up points, players can slam their hands down on the table in response to irritating things happening in the game. The final objective is to cause as much damage as possible by flipping the table over. The game spawned a sequel that added a few new levels, including a funeral with an angry priest who flips the coffin over. So you get really mad, you flip the table over.
Coming soon, flip the car. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Because, like, I know as a kid, whenever I was playing, like, those old board games like Warhammer 40K or whatever shit, like, we never finished the game. It always ended in somebody flipping the table. So, yeah, that'll bring back teenage memories. That'd be awesome. Flipping tables and shit.
Guys,
Fuck your wrist.
got another game here. Number 4 on the list, Princess Maker, made in 1991. In this game, players take the role of a warrior who's tired of death and destruction and decides to adopt a 10-year-old orphan girl. The object of the game is to raise her to become a princess. Players have to manage every minute of the child's time. The challenge is to balance her attributes including stress, elegance, intelligence, faith, morality, and reputation. If the player fails to properly raise the girl, she can end up in a variety of less desirable occupations, including prostitution. The game was a success and spawned a series of 4 Princess Maker sequels and re-releases of the original 2 games, as if the idea of parenting a simulator wasn't strange enough. The Princess Maker games also fall into the category of Japanese Bishoho games, where interactions with attractive girls are the main attraction. For instance,
What was that called again?
Bishoho. Bishoho. For instance, where attractive girls are the main attraction. For instance, the girl may start wearing sexually provocative clothing as she gets older. Also, several of the possible endings involve the girl marrying her adoptive father.
Oh.
That is game number 4 on the list. That is fucking creepy, man.
It took a dark turn all of a sudden.
Dude,
I was digging some of the stuff. I was like,
you're like, oh.
I could be a princess.
Jonathan was like, I want to make a princess girl. Anyways.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, it could turn fucking creepy at the end there, man. Trying to marry that little girl is fucking weird. Number 5 on the list, Cow Clicker, was made in 2010. I'm just reading the list here. Don't fucking laugh at me. I'm reading this. Shit's real. This shit exists.
Cow Clicker.
This Facebook. Okay, listen. This Facebook game was developed by a video game researcher as a satire. However, it didn't have the desired effect. Ian Bogost was critical of social games like Farmville for offering no artistic value and instead focusing on getting players to pay money to progress.
You gotta click more cow.
After seeing Farmville win the award for Best New Social/Online Game at the Game Developers Conference, Bogost decided to make a game that showed how shallow social games have become. With Cow Clicker, he boiled down the game mechanics of Farmville to their simplest form. You click on a cow, and that's all you do. Shockingly, it became a hit. Bogost was reportedly disturbed by its success. He then announced the game would end with the Cowpocalypse. Exactly 1 year after the game's release, and the players could delay the event by paying money. Apparently not caring about the satirical nature of the request, players spent $700 in total to extend the countdown to Cowpocalypse. After the Cowpocalypse eventually took place, all the cows were replaced with blank spaces, but according to the Cow Clicker website, the game is still playable. Not to worry though, you can still click on the spot where a cow used to be. So basically, he's like, you know what, motherfuckers, I'm going to take all the cows out of here. And people were like, no!
So the guy broke down the Farmville to its most minimal of clicking cows, only to be beat out by clicking on nothing but space that used to represent cows.
Yeah.
So that's all people want to do is just click.
Pretty much.
All right. Sounds good.
It sounds like what happened with Flappy Bird. How the guy had to.
Yeah.
He was getting so much like back,
Some
bad,
flap.
Yeah, bad flap. Yeah. And he broke down, and he had to delete the game.
But that's not it. I got 5 more games for you on this list. Number 6 on the list, guys.
Okay, we gotta move through these a little quick.
All right, guys. No, I'm telling you, like, this is some weird shit. People gotta know about this stuff, man. Video games are real. All right? These are real things happening in the world that people need to know about, that they just obviously don't know
Be
about.
warned, children.
Number 6 on the list for my weirdest games here is Rape Play, made in 2006. This computer game put players in the shoes of a man who stalks and rapes a mother and her 2 daughters. The main goal of the game is to break the woman by repeatedly raping them until they become complacent sex slaves. The game has a story mode. Listen. The game has a story mode that involves groping the woman on the subway train, taking them captive, and then turning them into sex slaves. It features a detailed sexual simulator where players can select different sexual positions. At the end of the story mode, once the women have been taken captive and repeatedly raped, they break down, and the player gains access to additional sex positions and game modes. One of the ways a player can lose the game is by impregnating one of the women and choosing to not have the pregnancy aborted.
Instead, you could. Then it goes into the Princess Simulator game that we just talked about.
Controversy about the game arose when it gained attention 3 years after its release in 2009. The company said it didn't understand the controversy since the game complied with Japanese law and was not sold outside of the country. However, they did stop distributing it. The company has since released several games that feature similar sexual simulators, but without the focus on the rape.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in bad taste. I mean,
holy shit! I can't believe this is real. Like they really did this.
We'll take out the rape in this video game. Fine.
Fine. I guess we'll take the rape out.
I guess we won't force them to be sex slaves.
Yeah.
This game was way better when it had the rape in it.
Hashtag 1 star. 1 star. Fucking A.
Hashtag not my rape game.
Oh man.
Number 7 on the list, guys. Boonga. 2001. This arcade game has a model of a human butt built into the front and a plastic finger that players can use to poke at it. Players can either spank the butt or poke the anus to punish an on-screen character. There are 8 characters players can choose to punish, including a mother-in-law, a con artist, and a child molester. Based on the strength of the spanks and pokes, the game dispenses a card that describes the player's sexual behavior. So I guess you play the game and you learn what kind of sexual behavior you have.
That's weird.
Number 7 on the list, guys. Boom, boom,
Fucking A.
It's a fucking arcade game in Japan, man. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, this, they have some.
Japan is weird, man.
It's like
Japan is just
They
weird.
really have some
Alright,
weird shit.
What type of ass play do you prefer? Well, I guess it's kind of a thing there. Not a thing there. I'm a quarter Japanese myself, so whatever. But like, so when you're like, in Hawaii and stuff, there's the Japanese. They have toilets that shoot shit at your ass. So ass play seems like it's a second hand almost. So.
Yeah,
You talking about a bidet?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's everywhere though. That's not just in Japan.
That's not an American thing. So.
Bidets should be though, man. That's a great thing.
It is the best way to wash your ass, dude. The best way to wash
You
your
got
ass.
a hairy ass, man. You need to wash your ass after you take shit.
Toilet paper ain't gonna get all that out of there. You gotta like wash it with water.
No, the way to go is you gotta get a squatty potty.
The squatty potty. Guys,
Squatty potty.
more news here.
Life-changing.
Number 8 on the list, guys. Number 8 on the list. JFK Reloaded. Released in 2004.
Oh my God.
This computer game simulates the assassination of John F. Kennedy. It is played from the perspective of Lee Harvey Oswald. Players are scored on how accurately they can recreate 3 shots as described by the Warren Commission. JFK Reloaded sparked outrage for turning the event into a game, and the developer received numerous death threats. The developer said they had tried to make a historical simulation that would give players a better understanding of the event, and it would help shed light on whether the magic bullet theory is plausible. Some commentators criticized the claim that it was merely a historical simulation because it included a chaos mode, where the motorcade vehicles would drive erratically, running over pedestrians and spilling passengers into the road. It is as if Oliver Stone had included a series of anarchic outtakes on the JFK's DVD's extras. So, like, this is just fucking weird, man. Like,
What if Hitman came out with an episode of that on 1 month?
Oh man.
Nah, they wouldn't do it. I know that in one of the Hitman...
It wouldn't happen, but...
That's pushing a lot of...
especially in the U.S., dude. They would get fucking banned right away. They don't want to do that. Guys, number 9 on the list is probably a game you guys have played, Catherine in 2011. The plot of this game follows Vincent, a man who is afraid of commitment. When his girlfriend starts pressuring him to getting married, he begins having nightmares. He then has an affair with a girl named Catherine who turns out to be succubus. The gameplay is a mix of a dating simulator and a horror-style puzzle platformer. During the daytime, players manage through Vincent's relationships by playing with Catherine and Catherine. During the night, players have to get through Vincent's nightmares by climbing giant staircases as they collapse. The nightmares seem to symbolize Vincent's fear of commitment as he encounters sheepmen who have been trapped, and he's chased by a giant baby who calls Vincent Daddy.
Yeah, the game's tight. It's a good game. Yeah,
Weird game, yeah.
Number 9 on the list of Jonathan. This game is tight.
No, it's fucking good.
It is a good game, Jesus. You never played it?
It's back.
I think I played some of it.
Xbox One right now, and it has a good soundtrack and a good art style, and the platforming's fun, and the story's fucking crazy. And between all the crazy platforming, you're like one of the early things, you're in a diner with your friends and just being like, bros, and your girlfriend's trying to text you, so you're having to choose like your responses back to her, and like she replies back based on your options, and it's like a dating sim / like good puzzler, but it's pretty fucking smooth.
I have played part of this game before. I think I rented it in GameFly back on the 360, and I'm pretty sure I played some of it. It is kind of weird though, but
you don't marry your stepdad or anything like that either.
The game, however, was criticized by one critic, saying it was the most sexist platformer game of all time, and they cited the game's portrayal of women and committed relationships as frightening things that men should escape.
whatever. That game can be played on like if you're a girl, you can totally play that game from a girl's perspective, thinking that like that's your dude. Like, not Catherine, but maybe Cartrin or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Dennis.
Number 10 on the list is Screaming Mad George's Paranoia Escape, 1998. This pinball-style game makes a number of unique twists on the genre. The point of view is directly behind the paddles. They are enemies to destroy by hitting them with pinball, and players have to advance by moving along a winding playfield. But besides the unusual gameplay, the setting is quite strange too, guys. The game has an unusual and creepy setting due to Screaming Mad George's involvement. Screaming Mad George is the nickname of Joji Tani, a special effects artist who is known for creating surreal and gory effects. He worked on films including Predator, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, fuck yeah.
His unique style shines through Paranoia Escape's unusual environments, such as a level where the floor is covered in human mouths and the ceiling is made of eyeballs. Also, the term paddles and pinball were used loosely when describing this game. The paddles are actually two flying skeletons that swing large bones like baseball bats, and the pinball is a flying brain on fire.
Yeah, wow. That sounds cool.
Wait, so what is this? Actually, the whole description just sold me at the end. I was like,
yeah, I want to play this game now.
It's called Paranoia Escape. It was on PlayStation, guys, 1998.
Huh.
It was called what?
Paranoia Escape. Screaming Mad George's Paranoia Escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds
fucking Mad George's Paranoia Escape.
I'm gonna YouTube that shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking Evil Dead. What's that game? What's that game that came out recently with that fucking Dead, like the horror game, Evil Within?
Hellblade?
Evil Within. Pinball version of Evil Within. That's exactly what it sounds like. No joke. Guys, moving on now with Xbox One X news. The Project Scorpio Edition has leaked. So the Project Scorpio Edition seems to be like the Day 1 edition for the Xbox One, but this is the Project Scorpio Edition for the Xbox One X. This will feature a logo that says Project Scorpio on the box. Project Scorpio Edition. It will also say
on the box or on the Xbox.
Both. On the box itself, it'll say Project Scorpio Edition on the front and sides, and on the console, it would say Project Scorpio on the front of the console. You'll see Project Scorpio, and on your controller, you will see Project Scorpio.
Oh, they're doing that again, eh?
Yeah, so it seems like to be like a Day 1 edition of the Xbox One X. I don't know if you guys are excited, but that seems to be the news. And there's nothing really special besides that. I mean, the console is going to be the same thing as you get if you bought it 3 months later. It's just going to have a Project Scorpio tag on it.
Yeah.
No? No, yeah? No?
It's cool, but...
You guys don't seem very excited for this.
I like that. I
had a Day 1 Xbox too, right?
I traded mine in, yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah, you got nothing extra for that Day 1.
Got an achievement.
If they're not showing Scorpio with VR in there, I don't care about it.
I wonder if you get a Scorpio achievement. Like Project Scorpio achievement. Like an Xbox Day 1 achievement.
An X achievement.
No.
You get those at the porn place, right? Or the...
More
I don't know,
news.
do you?
I don't know.
I think I got so many X points. I got like 25.
More news, guys. Now some Mass Effect news real quick for you. Mass Effect Andromeda. Recently, Mass Effect Andromeda team has released a statement on their website, masseffect.com. And they said since the game has been out, they've patched it. They've released multiple updates for the multiplayer. And but the last update they released will be the last update that game ever receives. So the game is done being updated. They're done fixing it. They're done doing whatever they're going to do with it. No more DLC will be coming for the game. And no single-player DLC will be coming for the game either. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of disappointed in that because that seems to be like really fast for a game that's like that big. Well, for a Mass Effect game, I feel like that's way way too
feel
fast.
I think the biggest issue is we're not going to see a Mass Effect game for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And then
that's what I'm thinking.
That studio got disbanded, right? What was it?
Then the one guy died, right?
Yeah.
And then
what? Somebody died?
I thought the main guy that did Mass Effect and then it moved on to doing Anthem, whatever, like one of those like original dudes.
Oh, I think I remember hearing something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So so it doesn't seem like. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it kind of makes you think though, as far as like I saw these games with service, like what do you really expect out of them as far as like how long? Because even like Titanfall, they came out with like a huge, DLC content drop last month, and they said that was like their last major one, but they're still going to be like supporting like extra content each month, but not to expect that much out of them. So really, like, I don't know, it's kind of a weird cycle. Like, how long are games with service supposed to keep dropping content before actually moving on to the next one, or just giving up on that game, or whatever?
Yeah, I think I don't know, if when I'm buying a game, I kind of want to buy it for, I want to buy like the whole thing right then and there. Like I'd rather have all of it when I buy it, rather than play it and then like a few months later get more content and then I don't know.
I mean, so would you rather have a game that that comes out at launch, but they're going to offer no additional DLC content support, and that's all you get, but it's pretty solid, or would you rather?
I feel like because I don't want to buy a game thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get more of it later. I'd rather have.
But I guess so what's a game that you can think of that you've bought in recently that's been the best it could be at day one versus something that's gotten like a ton better a year from the day it came out or whatever?
GTA 5.
You think the day one edition is just as good as all the shit that they've expanded into?
If you're playing single player, yeah. Because they never updated it single player. That game has never had any single player DLC.
No, shit has been added to that game.
Yeah. Okay, but also DLC never really affects a single player on any shit. It's the DLC is always for the multiplayer purposes.
Okay.
Not always.
I think always, a good example
for like Gears of War, Titanfall, Halo, Destiny,
because they're all multiplayer
like all that shit.
Games.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So if you
look at stuff like Borderlands or Diablo or whatever, that's all.
But even Diablo and those games have DLC updates to them, right? Like they even get content updates. I think nowadays
single player stuff, whereas your Halo Gears stuff is going to be obviously multiplayer and not storyline.
I guess that is two different universes, because a single player game, I would want it completed and not have to do any.
Well, the thing with Mass Effect, with Mass Effect though, Jonathan, you gotta see that most players that play that series play the single player more than the multiplayer. Like the single player is the focus of that series. It's an RPG, man. It's a space RPG. Like you want to play the single player.
So the DLC contents that they've dropped, since have they just been like facial upgrades?
No, well they've done the facial fixes and like all the shit that people were complaining about.
Has there been any big upgrades besides that?
No. No single player.
So if they're done touching up the game, then shit. Then why make any additional DLC if they figure that they just fine-tuned it for a single player?
Because in the beginning, when they launched that game, they had a season pass, and in that season pass, they promised single player story content that they have now backtracked on. So that means there's people out there that have paid $100 for the game, because that's how much it costs for the Ultimate Edition.
Season pass, yeah.
So they bought the season pass and the game, and now they have no single player content, even though they were promised that when they bought the game. So that goes to show one thing, guys. It goes to show that companies can backtrack on anything they say.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of the season pass shit. Like, actually, none of my games I've ever gotten a season. I'll pay whatever for the content, but I've never bought a pass.
It says here that the last update was 1.10. It says it was the final update for Mass Effect Andromeda, and there are no planned future patches for single player or in-game story content. So,
I was thinking,
Fuck.
for like a single player game, I don't know, like, because the season pass, that's kind of like, I don't know, is that kind of, do they make that? I don't know. If they make a game and then they think of like some more stuff to add, like that, is that pretty much? I think that's a little different than like promise DLC to come.
Well, I would if I bought a season pass to a single player game, I would basically expect like more missions, like
More story, right? Like
that would be my expectation. Like, oh, they're gonna throw me out another mission or two maybe twice more in the year.
From what you got, from what we got in Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect 2, even we got some great single player DLC, man. Like Mass Effect 2 had like some of the best single player DLC ever made. Like it was like at least 10 hours long, maybe 15 hours, 20 hours. And then like the DLC.
I was thinking like two good examples would be Dying Light. That DLC that they added onto that was like almost a whole another game.
It's a whole new story, right? Like a whole new.
Pretty much, like it was a whole new map, whole new missions. Yeah. Like they added like, it was big enough to where they added in like a buggy that you can like.
Fucking buggy.
Oh, dude, they've added stuff since then. That game is still getting DLC.
And they're gonna get
all through this year.
That game
they're supposed
sick.
to be dropping DLC.
That's why I bought it.
Month and a month and a half or so.
Yeah, I didn't get into that around Halloween. I think that game
is so good.
I've been playing the demo of that, like, because it's like a pretty open environment for my demo or whatever, and it's so.
Jonathan, if you jump in that game, I'll play with you, man, because I'm not far from the beginning. I'm in the beginning kind of still, because I've been caught up in all the side missions of that game. Like, you know, like I'm running through I'm running to a story mission. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, come help us real quick over here, and then I'm like, oh well, fuck, I'm gonna go help them real quick.
Yeah, I've been itching for a new game, and like, I'll just make it that because that game was sick.
The other game I was gonna bring up was The Witcher, and the two DLC that it was like 2 missions that they dropped for that. I don't know what the time frame was in between.
It was quite a long time, I think.
It was, right?
Like 6 months, yeah.
Now, how does that work? Do they made the game and then they're just like, oh, you know, we got some other stuff that we could make, or it's like
how that game worked, Evan, was they made the game, they saw how many people played it and loved it, and they were like, we need to drop more content. They just wanted to make more of it,
right? Yeah.
A lot of times I think probably like they're working on assets for the new one, and then they're just kind of keeping something that is like maybe
with Mass Effect. What happened was they originally said like, you know what, we're gonna make this game and we're gonna release more single player content later. But when the game released, they had so much backlash and they got panned by the community, the gaming community in general, and the internet, and reviewers and everybody under the sun. And they're like, you know what? Let's just scrap this. Like, nobody's playing this. Nobody wants this. This game fucking failed. Whatever. And yeah, they felt bad.
Uh-oh.
The hell was that? Jesus, Ryan. What the hell, man?
That wasn't me.
No, don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me.
No, it wasn't me, dude.
Okay. Anyways,
hey,
guys.
Jesus. It's not me, man. I can breathe all this air in right now.
Okay, yeah, I bet you can. Yeah, you smell your own shit.
Your own poison,
yeah, man. Like, guys, more news. Speaking of Xbox Scorpio, so that was Andromeda news, but now back to Xbox news real quick. We were all expecting Crackdown 3 to be a launch title for the Xbox One X. And we have all been speculating about this, gonna be. Right? They showed at E3, everything was going right. They had Terry Crews and shit, everything up there.
Terry Crews.
Mm-hmm. But
he's breaking my heart.
It has not been confirmed officially that Crackdown 3 will no longer be releasing on November 7th with the Xbox One X. Instead, it has been pushed back till next year, 2018 sometime. Spring 2018, I think. No word on why they pushed it back. I think that they just said people were not really thinking that it was going to be a good thing.
No, I don't think that would be the reason for it. Because I mean, they're trying to do like a launch game, a launch console game or whatever. It has to be technical. The only reason why they delay something like that is just technicalities. They can't get shit.
I just think personally that the game didn't look like a Xbox One X game.
No, there's more to it than that.
I just think
I think something's not working.
I
if
think
they shut
right.
it down.
But
after
I mean,
actually
Ryan,
announcing a date and saying
Ryan,
this is gonna be
they
the date
announced
that it's
this
gonna come
game.
out,
They're not gonna
They announced this game.
something went wrong.
They announced this
something
game.
went wrong.
They announced this game in 2013, not 2017. This game was announced before the Xbox. I think. No, it wasn't. Was it before the Xbox One was
I think
out?
it probably was. Yeah.
Wasn't it like when they revealed the Xbox One and the E3 after they were like, Crackdown 3 is coming and it's going to use the power of the cloud and we have all this cloud and look at all the cloud. Just look at the cloud. Just look at the cloud and we're going to have explosions in the cloud. And now, like, what the fuck? You're like, what the fuck is going on, Microsoft?
Where the fuck is my clouds?
God damn it, you assholes. And they just keep delaying it and delaying it. And personally...
Cars driving around in your cloud.
Personally, I think this game has lost the hype, dude. It has lost the hype. They just... No hype.
Well, that's like... Again, that's why you need PlayerUnknown's Battleground just to fill it in.
They need to release that.
They need something at this point.
And fucking release that shit right before the Xbox One X. And then when the Xbox One X comes out, be like, enhanced 4K, whatever the fuck. But, like, legit, dude. Because I'm like, what the fuck's going to release with the Xbox One X at this point? What's going to release?
Because even if it's like...
that are coming out.
What?
Yeah,
what, Ryan? Tell me what game... Tell me what game... Tell me what game I will only be able to play on the Xbox One X.
Right.
Tell
Exactly.
me.
Nothing.
Exactly. That's the shitty
They don't
part.
want to do that.
I know.
That is
There's
stupid.
no exclusivity
That
to it.
is fucking
It's gonna
stupid.
run on all platforms.
Lame.
They need an Xbox exclusive though.
Lame.
Because of the fact if it's on PlayStation 4, then it's gonna maybe suffer the same fate as like Destiny 2 or whatever, where it has to be.
The problem is fucking Microsoft has already blown their load.
That's so lame.
Like
They came in their pants.
they came out of the gate and fucking blew their load, and then you know what I mean. They don't have another Gears. They don't have another Halo. They don't have.
They put all their
They
eggs
don't
in
have
one
Fable
basket.
anymore.
Like,
You know?
yeah, a fucking new Halo. Yeah, I don't know what.
Personally, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I personally don't think I'm gonna get an Xbox One X day one.
No,
I might get it. I might get it by Christmas. Maybe not even then. Maybe next year, February, when they start releasing like, I don't know, Sea of Thieves and shit like that for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at this point, I'm really not like excited for it. Like I'm gonna wait for like the price to go down a little bit, and I think by next spring you'll see sales on it for sure.
I think if I were to get a Scorpio, it would. I think it would have to be after a price drop for sure, because there's nothing that's making me want to.
Yeah. Besides 4K, I mean, what else? What else do you get?
Yeah.
4K. That's it.
Run and look better.
That's
I mean,
it.
the fact that-
Well, like 4K,
it
like the
depends
4K is the
Load
big
times
thing.
alone is good enough for me, man.
4K is the
mean-
big thing, and there's so many companies coming out and saying like, look, we're not gonna do 4K. We're gonna do like 1800. That's it.
No, it doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
It's still gonna run better. It's still gonna.
I could get a
fucking have
PS4 Pro.
short
I could
load
get a
times.
PS4
It's gonna-
Pro and play exclusive PlayStation games for $300.
The biggest thing for me is
What?
playing
What
like
ones?
the
What
old
ones are
Xbox
you gonna
game.
play?
The-
I don't know,
gonna
that
play
fucking
Well,
Dawn of Horizon, whatever the fuck. That other
Horizon
bullshit
Zero
game, Hellblade. That other fucking game that came out. Like all those other games that came out on
No Man's
PlayStation.
Sky.
No Man's Sky, the
No Man's
updates.
Sky enhanced for fucking
The fucking Uncharted game that fucking is gonna release a new DLC coming out. That other bullshit God of War game coming out this fall. What's the other game called?
You sure that's coming out this fall?
That Dog Days Gone. Days
Days
Gone. I keep
Gone.
saying Dog Days. It's Days Gone.
That's not coming out anytime soon.
No, whatever. I'll play those games. What am I gonna play on Xbox? The same shit I could play on my one that I have now.
right?
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know. It's just, to me, it seems like they're, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
All the games that are going to come out are still going to be enhanced for Xbox One X and run better on Xbox One X and look better on Xbox One X, even if you're on a 1080p TV.
Except for Destiny.
So, well, fuck Destiny. I really, you know what? I don't give a flying fuck about
completely, yeah. That's absolutely the fuck with her. Besides that Tales game or whatever, Lucky Tales, I think is like the only like Xbox exclusive coming out at this point with the launch. So,
Lucky Charms,
Lucky Tales, really? Like, who wants to play that, man? Be real.
I'll probably play it.
You know the hardcore gamers. Oh, I guess yeah, Ryan. It's basically Ryan is our perfect target with that.
I think it's cross-platform too. Lucky Tale. I think it's Windows 10 and it's going to be play anywhere.
I thought you were going to say PlayStation 4 for a second. It's like fuck. Okay, well never mind on that. But yeah. No.
What was it recently that I was looking at? Oh, the new Pinball FX 3 that's coming out. I was looking at it and it's doing cross-platform play. Steam can play with Xbox. Steam can play with PS4. PS4 can play with Steam, and Xbox can play with Steam as well. But they will not do fucking.
That's fucking lame.
Microsoft to Sony.
What the fuck are they
so
thinking?
Stupid.
What was that for? Oh, pinball. Oh,
Pinball FX3.
You can play against other
finally
people.
Getting the online multiplayer.
Sony's gonna break. It's the future. They just gotta fucking break down at some point.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's taking them so fucking long.
Yeah. Speaking of Sony, guys, the PS4 System Software 5.0 beta has rolled out today, and it has featured new stuff, such as better family management on the system.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I like to manage my family.
Friends list management.
I like to manage my friends.
PSVR surround sound support.
I don't have PSVR yet.
Better notification updates.
That's awesome.
And other enhancements for the system. If you have a PS4, update your shit now.
Fine.
Other news, Xbox
I gotta
news.
turn my PS4 on again.
Xbox One X news will release the pre-order details tomorrow, Sunday, August 20th, at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Pre-order details will go live. I'm assuming you can pre-order maybe Monday or Tuesday. They're going to just be like, oh, you can pre-order and blah, 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 get the hype going. Because right now Gamescom is going on in Germany. And
Man, I was actually watching some of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 footage from Gamescom. And I forgot that show was going on.
Yeah, it's going on right now, man. So
there's definitely some good videos and some good trailers popping out right now. Like, oh man, Star Wars Battlefront 2 looks tight. I guess they're gonna that game was okay, but the whole dogfighting I thought was pretty fun. But I guess I don't know if it was like it seemed like an afterthought on the first game, but this Battlefront 2 they're actually gonna focus more on that. And so good. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I enjoy Gamescom because they release some cool shit on that. Usually, the whole time they release some cool stuff on there. So it seems like they saved their pre-order details for that event. And that's that, guys. So tomorrow, you'll be able to see. Well, actually, when this goes live, you'll be able to see. You can pre-order. And, besides that, guys, that's it for news. That's all I have. We're going to go on to community questions real quick. And you can always listen, or not listen, but post community questions at Horrible Gamers Podcast Community on Facebook. And tell us what you want to know or hear. Whatever.
Who's up first?
Brian Tulp Jr.
Big surprise.
He asked,
DJR.
do you think it's fair when a game shows a certain playstyle and then it is nothing like the style shown? I have noticed this horribly bad with mobile previews with an action game, and it's only a quick game. And do you have a game that has done this to you? So, like, yeah, there's plenty of previews. Like, if you go, like, on Facebook, you'll sometimes see, like, previews for, like, a mobile game. And it'll be, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, walking around his office, calling in tanks and shit. And you see, like, tanks rolling out and then, helicopters flying around. And I'm like, oh,
it's like Candy Crush. You're like, oh.
And then, like, you, like, look at the game itself, and it's like a fucking click game or whatever the hell.
It's like all the mobile games, especially on Guns with Boom.
Mm-hmm. All the games do that, man.
There's all these, like, videos with, like, hot chicks streaming it, like, ooh, which weapon should I pick? And you download the app, and it's just...
Bunch of dudes.
Hey, where are the girls at?
Where the ladies at?
For sure. The one game that I want to say that I did do this to me was what's a game called Watch Dogs, the original one.
No Man's Sky. Oh yeah.
Not number 2, but Watch Dogs 1, man. When they showed that at E3, it was like amazing looking. Like I was like, oh my god, you fucking went all out on this game. And then when I actually played the game, there's like nothing like what they showed at E3. Like it was nothing like they showed at E3. That was bad. But the game was still fun, but there was nothing like they showed at E3, which was really fucking weird. But yeah. Anything? Any other games, guys?
I've just been fooled by the lady games too. I click on them and they just are like Candy Crush with no ladies.
Yeah. It's like it shows a video and it's like dun dun dun, big dragon flying over, and you're like, yeah, this game looks awesome. Fucking
Big
blows up a castle, and you're like, oh, fucking right, I want to play this game. And then you install it, and it's like there's like these little fucking 8-bit fucking characters on the screen, fucking doing like you know, like fucking old RPG.
And then it's pay to
fights.
win. And then it's pay to win, so it asks you for microtransactions, or you have to wait. You can either wait, or you can pay $1 to skip the wait time.
You have to spend your coins every time you make a move, and then when you run out of coins, you got to wait till the next day to make your next move.
Or you can buy more coins right now.
Yeah,
for $1.
Purchase some more coins.
Mobile games are the worst.
Yeah. Alex Winley asked, do you plan on trading in your Xbox S towards the Xbox X?
I don't have an Xbox S.
Once I have the X, I don't use the S much at all. But it seems like the S is way more valuable than the $100 or so you'll get in trade. I agree that it's more valuable than that, and I suggest that you sell it. As much as you guys want to say that selling it sucks, it's hard, whatever, you will never, ever, ever, ever get more money than you will when you sell it presently, like on Craigslist or fucking eBay. You will never.
If you're gonna sell it that cheap, it's a like GameStop or whatever, or trade it, and just maybe sell it to a coworker or sell it to a friend.
Yeah, sell it to someone you know. Be like, when the Xbox One came out, I sold my 360 to a friend of mine who was working, and he was a Halo fan, and I had the Halo. It was the Halo Reach Xbox console, like the Slim. It was like the silver one, the silver 360. Yeah. I had that one, and I was like, you know what, dude? I have the 360 Slim Halo one. I was like, I don't even fucking like Halo that much, but I bought it like used, and I'll sell it to you. And I sold it to him for like $200-something bucks. I got way more for that than I would have ever done, like selling it to GameStop. You know what I mean? Like, or Amazon, because even Amazon right now, they offer you more than GameStop. But personally, I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's like $120. Like, GameStop offers you $100. That's it.
Yeah, I would hit a coworker or something
Do it.
first.
Craigslist, man. Craigslist. Just fucking Craigslist.
Black market.
The dark web. Fucking Bitcoins. Oh, man. Let's see. Harlan Meeks here. He asked. Fuck, I'm tipsy. He says, why are certain games addictive to some, but not to others? For me, it's Skyrim, Destiny, Borderlands, now Fortnite. So like he's saying, like he plays those games all the time. Like he loves them. They're addicted to them. I just think it's personally, preferably like play style and how you like to play. There's two different, for me, I think there's two different types of gamers. There's the gamer that likes to be a multiplayer social gamer that likes to hang out with friends and have fun, multiplayer gaming. And there's the antisocial, single player centric gamer, which is more like a PC gamer.
I wouldn't say antisocial.
Well, not antisocial, but like you're more like anti-multiplayer. You're anti like
introverted.
You're more like you want to play by yourself. You don't want nobody affecting your game. You don't want like you don't want your friends affecting your game. You don't want enemy players affecting your game. You want to just play by yourself, right? Like that's more antisocial, man. Like you're more single player. You're more focused on yourself. You're more focused on the shit you want to do. Like my brother, he's more of a multiplayer gamer. Personally, me, I'm like a fucking half and half. Like I like to play games by myself sometimes, and there's times where I'm like, I can't play nothing but Call of Duty or Battlefield or Siege, and I need people around me. My brother, we game share, and I buy so many fucking games a year, and all he fucking plays is Call of Duty Zombies, and I'm like, dude, have you played Mass Effect Andromeda? No. Have you tried it? Well, I tried like first 5 minutes of it, and like I made my character, and that's it. I'm like, well, have you played anything of it? No. And then I'll be like, hey, bro, have you checked out fucking Watch Dogs 2? Nah, that game looks okay. Like, I played the first 2 minutes of it, and, like, I launched the game, and, like, I looked at the screen, and I played, like, the first 2 minutes, and I was like, nah. And I'm like, hey, dude, have you checked out fucking this other game? Like, whatever fucking game. It could be any game that came out this year. And he will be like, yeah, I checked it out. I played that game. And I'll be like, how much have you played of it? Like, 5 minutes. Like he just can't play fucking single player games. He plays Call of Duty.
Like I'll play multiplayer games by myself, but if for some reason I have to have like the sense of human interaction in my games. Yeah. Like if I'm just playing a single player game, I feel I'm over it. I've done that plenty of times in my past. Now I just need human interaction, whether I'm playing, cooperatively with people in the heads, or if I'm just playing it solo. I just need to know that the person I'm playing with or playing against is a human of sorts. It's kind of weird, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah. What about you, Ryan?
I'm more of a single player guy. Like, I'll play multiplayer sometimes, and I like co-op. Like, co-op's the best. But for me, I like playing through stories. That's just how I've always been. Mind you, and like, I'm not the greatest at fucking competitive multiplayer games, so you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get that much enjoyment out of it most of the time. I have more fun.
Dedicate like 11 more hours a day to it, and you'll be fine.
No, but I don't have time to do that. You know, I don't want to understand.
But yeah, and our friend Harlan here, he had a voicemail to leave for us guys. So here it is. Fuck if I could play this.
Hey, this is Harlan, a.k.a. Low Watt Living, and I just want to say that I spent $39 originally on Fortnite. Now I'm up to $89, and I love Destiny 2. So I'm a rebel. If you don't like it, too bad. Go suck it!
Nice. That's awesome.
But I mean, I just personally think that that's what the thing is. Like, like you're not addicted to a game. You're just
that's
type
what
of
you
gamer.
enjoy, so you keep playing it.
Yeah. Like there's people that legit only play Call of Duty. Madden.
For me, for me, like it's pinball, right? Like I will always fall back pinball games. I'll always play that shit. I'll go back to it when I'm bored and I don't have anything else to play. And I've played Pinball Effects since the original Pinball Effects. Like, it's been in my gaming repertoire since it came out.
You're such a hipster.
I played it. Yeah. I played before it came out,
damn, fucking hipster.
Where's my scarf? Hang on. Where's my scarf, guys?
Nice.
Oh man. But yeah, I don't know about you, Evan. What's your kind of play style, man? Do you like single player, multiplayer?
Well, as over the past few years, definitely more single player, just because, I used to play online with like a group of friends like that I consistently, whether it was like Borderlands or if it was like Call of Duty. Whenever the new Call of Duty came out, I just remember everyone would be online. Like you didn't have to like hit somebody up, be like, hey, you want to play? Friends? Yeah, more or less. Where's the sad violins at?
Sad violins for.
But I mean,
all my friends are gone.
Yeah,
I'm engaged.
Yeah. But just over, I'm gaming at like not the prime time hours when everybody else is on. So it's like whether it's early in the morning or if it's like late at night or something, just all over the place. So it's like I can go at my own pace. So it's a lot more comfortable for me. I can save. I can put down the controller. Like, co-op would be fun with some games, but it's kind of like if it works out, it's good. But more times than not, it's not convenient for either me or somebody else. Totally. So it's like, I mean, I guess it's just, I guess single player just works out better for me because I can play for 5 minutes or I can play for 2 hours or,
I agree with that, man. Like, yeah, it's about convenience and time. Like, I play randomly, man. Like, I play, well, not randomly, because I know what days I have off in the week and, like, what time I want to play and what time I have to play. And the shitty part is, like, when I game, a lot of people don't game. And, there's sometimes where, like, Brink, he's always like, hey, dude, we should game. And I'm like, all right, man, let's game. And then he'll be like, well, I'm on. And he'll be on, like, at fucking 9 a.m. on fucking Wednesday. And I'm like, dude, I'm at fucking work. Fuck you mean you're on? I can't join you, man. Like, I can't fucking join you to play a game. It's like, well, oh, fuck, and like, it's just hard to coordinate with people, I think. And that scares me because so many games are going that fucking route, man, where, like, you have to play with people. And, like, Sea of Thieves, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know how I'm going to game with any of you guys.
Same.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's even speaking to, like, the Horrible Gamers crew, man. Like you, Ryan, and Eric, and Gunny.
It's hard for us because we're Eastern and you're Pacific, so...
Yeah. We're all working different hours, Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when I get off of work, it's already, like, fucking 10 o'clock. You guys time on a weekday, so you're already winding down. It's like, fuck.
I'm ready to go to bed.
We're hitting you up.
You're like... Let's play Gears. Let's play Titanfall. I'm like,
what's your defense? Fuck. Let's do this. Yeah.
I've been sitting here playing games for like the last 3 hours. Where the fuck have you been?
I'm working, motherfucker. But yeah,
something needs to work on it. It's fucking they need to stop the planet rotation so we can get on the same time schedule so we can play games together better.
Yeah.
Everyone should be on the same hours.
Yeah.
Fuck this rotation schedule.
Hashtag fuck the different hours and planets.
Hashtag fuck time zones.
There we go. Hashtag fuck time zones. Oh, man. But yeah, Harlan, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you're addicted to Destiny, Skyrim. I mean, I could see why Skyrim, because Skyrim is an amazing game. Destiny? I don't know about Destiny. Borderlands, cool. Fortnite, I guess.
My phases.
But yeah, man, like Skyrim, there's so many people that are addicted to Skyrim. I mean, I fucking love Skyrim. And I could go back and play it any time, but, like, the reason I don't...
You say that, but can you really?
The reason I don't, Ryan, is because I'm on this fucking podcast and I have to stay up with current games. And I can't spend 400 hours on a fucking game when I'm doing a podcast.
Why not?
Because I'm doing a podcast about video games, man. Like, why not? I gotta be on top of new games.
How long does Eric talk about Gears of War for?
True, right? I should probably just be like, fuck it, and be like Eric and just play the same game for 50 podcasts straight.
So how many times have you gone to start up Skyrim and just like stopped it mid-start?
All the time, dude.
Dude, I bought Skyrim remastered, and I think I played the first 10 minutes of that game. I haven't touched it since.
I got like 2 hours, maybe more than that, probably like 4 or 5 hours into that game, and I was like, this is too deep.
Every time I want to play it, I'll start it up, and before it starts, I'm like, no, and all this. This is down real fast.
5 hours into Skyrim and chill, and I'm like, fuck this. No, Jesus, you can't go further than this. Like, this ain't working out for you, man. Like, fuck this. It's a rabbit hole. Andrew Jack asked, did I win the $65? No, you did not, Andrew. I'm sorry. Well, you may have, but you don't know yet.
I think the person should actually. I think they should challenge each of you to a game and actually successfully beat you.
No. We're gonna do it this way.
They have to beat every one of the hosts
at a game of the host choice. Like
I choose pinball.
I choose Madden.
You have to be Jesus at Madden. You have to be Eric at Gears. You have some
Gunny at Forza.
Yeah, totally,
yes. Right? And be at pinball. There you go. That's what you got to do.
That's too hard.
$65.
That's too hard.
We're such cheap asses.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? So I have 2 codes in my possession at the moment that I won for the community. So basically, last week I posted a post in the group that said, "Who wants to see Eric and I face off in Madden?" In Dirty Bite, it wasn't Car Bite, Dirty Bite, I was getting confused. Dirty Bite, Christopher, he came on the post and he was like, I bet $60 that Eric's gonna whoop Jesus' ass. And Eric was like, dude, you shouldn't really be betting this. I suck at Madden. And he was like, no, Jesus sucks. He's gonna lose. I'll buy a $60 game if Jesus loses.
Fuck Jesus.
And basically, he was like saying, fuck Jesus. He must not like me. He has no faith in me. And then I whooped his ass in Madden. As you heard earlier, Eric lost like 54-21 or some weird shit like that. And, so he kept his word, man. Like, he sent me 2 codes. One is worth $15. One is worth $50. Both for Xbox Live. It's $65 US, ready to go to the listener.
Nice.
Now, keep in mind, I believe those codes are region locked, so this is only going to work for people in the United States.
Maybe. I don't know. How does that work? I don't know. Personally, does it like transfer maybe to a different like value? And
for instance, if you sent that code to me and I tried to use it on my Xbox, it wouldn't let me.
Really?
No.
His Xbox would blow up.
No.
Yes.
Try it.
I think.
Okay, maybe.
or maybe you'll put in the code and then you'll just get a big old middle finger right on the screen.
America that says America, fuck yeah. Anyways, I'm not sure. I haven't thought about what I want to do as a competition for the people that want to win this code. So I don't know, Ryan. What do you want to do?
I think the HPG Olympics sounds.
HPG. We've been drinking, guys.
HGP Olympics. But that's
that seems too hard. So I'm gonna do it this way.
We need to sweeten the pot, maybe.
You need to let us know. So this is an Xbox code.
No, I'll totally make a guy a plaque too. Whoever beats all you, like I think so too. As a challenge with the screenshots. $65 though, dude.
This is what I'm gonna do for the listeners in the United States of America. Since you are in the greatest country of the world, I'm gonna do the following for you guys. You will need to either A, leave a voicemail at 971-319-1421 explaining what your favorite feature of the Xbox One X is and what you will be looking forward to the most on that system. Or email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com. If you don't have long distance calling, you can email us there. feedback@horriblegamers.com. That is our email address. Leave us an email. Or
You should probably post that in the Facebook group, too.
number 971-319-1421. Explain to us what your favorite Xbox One X feature is and what you're looking forward to the most on that system. Since this is an Xbox code, guys, I'm sorry for the PlayStation users and the PC users. You guys are not eligible for this, I guess. This is an Xbox code. Sorry. But we might have more giveaways for the other community members as well later on this year. Keep in mind that this show is funded by the host, not by the listeners. Even though it could be, but we don't ask for you guys for money. Yeah. That's it. So now you know how to enter. Do it, guys. Do it. I want all the voicemails. I want all the emails. You know what? I'll even make it easier for you. You can message me on Xbox itself. Gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. Message me,
dude. You're making a mistake here. You're spreading it out to too many platforms.
It doesn't matter.
You're gonna have to check.
I'll just get the messages. Message me. Tell me what you're looking forward to on Xbox One X. And what your favorite wizard? What the fuck was that question again, Ryan? What are you looking forward to?
What are you looking?
What's
your question,
Popeye?
man?
What's your favorite meal at McDonald's? I think was the question.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you, Jonathan. Fuck you, man. Whatever.
Jesus is drunk.
You know what to do, guys. You know what to do. Find me gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. I love you. Gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. Not I love you. That's not part of the gamertag. Just Jesus Walks a Lot on Xbox Live. Find me on Steam. Jesus Walks a Lot
at Xbox.com.
Fuck Jonathan at Xbox.com. And you can basically get $65 for just listening to this show.
Get yourself a free game.
Hell yeah, especially with all the games coming out here in the following months. Yeah.
Pick yourself up Destiny Addiction.
$65, awesome. Man. That even pays for your fucking taxes for most of you. In Oregon, we don't have taxes, but from the rest of you guys in the country, you guys pay taxes sometimes online.
Fuck your taxes.
Yeah, and that shit sucks. In Oregon, if something says $59.99, we pay $59.99.
And we don't pump our own gas either.
Yeah, we don't even pump our own gas. We just pull up and tell people to put gas.
We don't pay taxes. We don't pump our own gas.
Oh, no.
You're chappy again. Fucking Jonathan. Jeez, that guy.
Jonathan went all chappy.
Went all chappy again.
Anyways, Jesus.
We love you guys.
Have we come to the end of this show?
We have. That's why I said my gamer tag 5 times. Jonathan.
No, you said your gamer tag 5 times because you want people to send you Xbox Live messages.
No, I don't want him. I want him to find me on Xbox Live, but I don't want him to send me messages. I want him to leave me a voicemail on 971-319-1421. Email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com. Tell us what your favorite feature of the Xbox One X is and what you're looking forward to the most on that system. And guys,
you remembered the question.
Guys, find the Canadian at
Gib8777 on PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam.
Just 3 sevens, not 7.
Yeah, don't add the extra 7s.
I was bullshitting with you guys. You probably have a lot of friend requests, Ryan, but it's probably some different way than just 7s.
Some dude has Gib8777.
Yeah, he has a lot of friend requests.
Why am I getting so many fucking requests these days?
Evan, you can find Evan, our friend Evan Tanaka, right? Where can we find Evan?
A1 Thick Sauce 69 on Xbox. Reppin' Evan on Steam. Shirt Pockets on PSN.
Evan, you have a big ass room. Where are you? You're sitting in a big
mansion.
room. You're in a fucking mansion.
It's in the living room right now.
You sound like you're in a tin can now.
I noticed
he was living in a castle.
You have big fancy lights behind you and shit. What the fuck, bro? What's going on?
I'm expecting Tupac to be dancing behind him. Well, not Tupac, but
Tupac.
Hologram.
Jonathan, where can we find you, man?
Oh, I'm pinpoint red on everything. So PENPOINTRED, and that's on like Xbox, PlayStation, Instagram, whatever the fucks. So yeah.
You're Pinpoint Red on Instagram?
Yeah, I am pinpoint red on the Instagram.
You that fucking
There's a bunch
guy?
of my art shit. I do a bunch of painting and shit, so that's all that stuff. That's my
Guys,
video game.
Jonathan is our graphics designer. If you didn't know, he designs everything for us. Like, what? Everything. My life.
Look at Jesus' beautiful face. That was me.
That was all him. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I don't know where would I be without Jonathan? I don't know. Guys, we love you. And thank you for listening to the Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 165. We'll be back next week if the world doesn't end after the eclipse on Monday.
Shit, Monday. Fuck's going down.
We'll be back. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. The eclipse may just end the world and this may be the last thing you listen to. Fuck. Sorry if this is the last thing you listen to.
Sorry.
Jesus. What does Gidget say?
Peace out, Brussels Sprout. See you next week on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Brush your teeth and go to bed. What are you doing?
I can't see Ryan. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Because he's setting up the cameras.
No. He should still be able to see me. I can see all of you.
I don't see you either then. There's a problem here.
Well, yeah, Ryan's like, he's a blurry face on my screen right now. It's kind of cool.
Yo, Jesus, man. Fucking turn that down.
Can anyone hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear you. Sometimes I wish my name was Eric Smith.
Jonathan, are you going to be able to do the podcast tonight? Why?
So, am I lagging?
You're
Yeah.
Wow.
Am I lagging?
You're super loud. I asked you that question 5 minutes ago.
Where is the clitoris? I'm gonna Google it.
Google.
Just don't look at images.
I want you to yawn. How come you don't yawn when it's pre-show, but you fucking get in the show all of a sudden you
I'm not tired right now.
then I'm like, hey guys, welcome to Horrible Gamers. And this is Eric.
Eric's not tired of your shit yet.
That's all Eric does every 5 seconds.
It's like 2 minutes of it. Like, I'm tired of this shit.
Hey guys, are we gonna end the show yet? Are we gonna end the show yet? I'm tired. Then, do we have Mass Effect news in here? We need Mass Effect news, guys. What the fuck? No Mass Effect news?
Is that what everybody's asking for these days? Is that what's hot on the tips? I guess it's supposed to be the perfect little spot to see the eclipse.
Yeah, like the most perfect, like clear skies and everything, whatever.
Watch, it's gonna be like fucking mad overcast.
You vape, bro?
Easy there, Darth Vapor.